The end of the regular season is upon us. The last home games of the year are here. The Pensacola Ice Flyers come to the Pelham Civic Complex for yet another crucial pair of games for our Birmingham Bulls. Because of parity in the SPHL, the standings are so compact, teams from second place all the way down to 10th have a chance not only to make the playoffs, but actually get home ice advantage. It has never been so tight as it is this season in the SPHL. Only 8 points separate second and 8th place in this league. For the Bulls, it's real simple. Win a majority of the 6 games left, and you're good. If not, you're going to need some help. Tonight, Birmingham has their destiny in their own hands. But to keep it that way, wins are needed. A pair of wins this weekend could put the Bulls as high as 3rd, while a couple of losses could put them in 8th. Just a couple of months back, Birmingham was last in the SPHL. Now home ice advantage is possible, if not likely, with 4 or 5 wins down the stretch. It has been an incredible turnaround for Craig Simchuk and the Birmingham Bulls, winning 8 of their last 11, with the 3 losses all coming by just 1 goal each. Since losing a pair of games to Birmingham at the end of February, Pensacola has put together a 3-1-1 record with a pair of impressive wins on the road to league-leading Peoria 2 weeks ago. There isn't a single player on either team that's not nursing some sort of ailment. But in hockey, that doesn't matter. You play hockey and worry about the pain in the offseason. It's going to be fun. Jody Chernesky here along with Greg Dreveny tonight for this crucial game. Greg, it was frustrating last week at times with so many penalties for Birmingham, but there was no doubt. Well, let me rephrase that. It was frustrating to me with a certain penalty that was called that almost put last Saturday night's game in doubt. But for Birmingham, we fought back to tie it late in the 3rd, and then Doug Scott's game winner in overtime gave the Bulls a much-needed 2 points. What's your thoughts coming into a pair against these Pensacola Ice Flyers?
Well, Jody, I'm in a state of mind where I'm not looking back. Doesn't matter what happened last weekend. The bottom line is we beat the team, we beat the refs, we beat everybody, and came out with a huge 2 points to set us up and keep us in that scenario where you're still responsible for your own fate. And I think that's the most important thing for the Birmingham Bulls right now.
Pensacola comes into tonight's game, and for those listening back in northern Florida, welcome. We'll try and be as unbiased as possible, but listen, we're Birmingham Bulls announcers. That said, Pensacola comes into this game tonight, Greg, a different team than what Birmingham saw last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players on the roster tonight for Pensacola than there was the last time these two teams played. Jack Suki coming off a trade from Peoria. Porter Shackle, he came back from the East Coast League. Shane Bull came back off the IR. He's the one who had a hat trick, a natural one in Birmingham to start the year off this season. Christian Propp, a goaltender, off waivers from Knoxville after spending the entire season in the East Coast Hockey League. Brody Tallman, a free agent added, and Andrew Kiripoff that was delivered in a trade from Knoxville. He comes in as well with a heck of a snapshot. So how can you prepare for your Birmingham for a team that you haven't seen yet, basically?
Well, it's one of those things, Jody, where for the Bulls, it doesn't matter because of the parity in the league this year. It doesn't matter if you're playing first or you're playing 10th. The bottom line is you have to worry less about who you're playing and more about making sure that you're ready to play and you come out, because we've seen it all year. When the Bulls come out, they play with intensity, they move their feet. They're a tough team to beat. If they come out with the lackadaisical, laissez-faire attitude, then you know what? They're just as suspect to get beat any given night than any other team in the league.
You're talking about intensity. When Birmingham has it, they are tough to beat. But when they lack it, things can get scary real quickly.
100%.
All right, starting lineups first for the visiting Pensacola Ice Flyers. On defense, they'll go with Cooper Jones and Loudon Pellinger. Up front, Tyler Burney, along with Tyron Bronte and Sam Rhodes. Sam Rhodes, for you guys watching on Flow Sports Hockey TV tonight, will be wearing a different number. Normally he wears number 79, but tonight he's wearing number 9. for the Ice Flyers. Birmingham will counter defensively with Colin Tracy along with Kevin Sadowski, McGregor Sinclair, Matt Wood, and Drake Glover up front. Starting goaltenders for tonight, Taylor Joseph in net. The last 2 times these two teams met, Taylor Joseph played both games, 6 periods, gave up 1 goal in all 6 periods. That was down in Pensacola. We'll pause real quick for the play. Our singer of our national anthem, Pontotoc, Mississippi is here. The high school choir is here to sing our national anthem, and a lot of people in North Mississippi and Pontotoc listening as well. All the way from Pontotoc, Mississippi. And you guys listening, I did not know we actually had fans in Mississippi, much less Pontotoc and Northwest Mississippi. Excellent job, guys.
Great job.
That was an excellent job by the Pontotoc High School Choir. I had a chance to talk with them before the game. Sweet girls, real sweet girls. All right, back to hockey. Starting goaltenders, Taylor Joseph, a record of .930-1. At 1.85 goals against, .938 save percentage. Christian Prop gets his second start as an Ice Flyer. He won his first one, 2 goals against, .895 save percentage. Christian Prop had a good storied career back in Ontario. Junior hockey, played with Barrie, North Bay, Kingston, and finished up at Wilfrid Laurier University after junior hockey.
Yep.
The pedigree is there. The name, kind of threw me for a minute. I was thinking Prop, goaltending, Brian Prop, old Philadelphia Flyer goalie, but they're not related. Either way, these two teams are here tonight for 2 points. And this is pre-playoff hockey, but it's still that atmosphere that we saw last week when Roanoke came to town.
Well, and for Prop, Jody, it's one of those things. Be interesting to see how he comes out tonight, because I know the drill. I looked up his stuff. He's been in the coast for the most part of the year in 25-26, but he's only seen 4 games. And there's a big difference of being game ready and being practice ready. So it'll be interesting to see what he'll do with this high-touted offense of the Birmingham Bulls tonight.
Referee tonight is Dan Lilianello, Brett Dardzinski, and Anthony DeMarte, the linesman. We're about ready to get going here as they're cleaning up the ice from the mat from the choir. Drake Glover's mom came by before the game tonight. 11 family members from the Glover family, mostly from his dad's side, all the way from Alaska through Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi. I didn't know Glover's relatives were in the South, but apparently they are.
Crazy. From Alaska, Jody.
Yeah.
And
thank goodness she flew, didn't drive like Drake does.
I went to a tournament in Alaska, and it's weird. You're watching hockey in the middle of the afternoon.
All right, here we go. Birmingham wearing the all black. The numbers are going to be difficult for me to see, so bear with me. Tyler Burney intercepts a clearing pass for the Bulls. Off the skate of Bronte, it goes into the far corner. Pinned up into the boards, Bronte is by Sadowski. Puck squirts free behind the net, now played by Glover. Behind his own net, he'll whip it around near side. Cooper Jones keeps it in for the Ice Flyers. Tracy has it. He'll set it up far side. Matt Wood has it. He'll go down low. Send it across ice, and Birmingham sends it out to center ice. Off the stick of Sinclair, taken away by Bronte. Tyron Bronte ahead for Stock. Jordan Stock sends one in the corner, absorbs a hit from Tracy. Loose puck now picked up by the Bulls. Far boards, they'll backhand one out past Ledzianku. Taken away now by Pellinger. Back behind his own net, Kip Ledzianko forechecking, so he'll drop it off for Bull. Through center ice, played ahead. Stock has it into the Bull zone. Takes a shot, blocked nicely by Gagnon. Behind the net, loose puck picked up by Pensacola. Away is Kurapov in his first game. There's for Bull, a shot, save made. First scoring chance of the game for either team. Kurapov with a nice pass to Shane Bull. Taylor Joseph comes up with a save and pounces on the rebound.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Jody, on the Bulls' first go at that forecheck down there, you saw Pensacola a little bit out of sorts with the high pressure, but once Pensacola figured it out and cleared the zone, there was that gap out here in the neutral zone, and if the Bulls can assert that much pressure in the neutral zone, Pensacola's going to be in trouble.
Right off the draw, shot taken there by Stock, sticked aside by Joseph. Puck comes around near boards, played by Sadowski, back the other way. The newcomer Tyler Brasini in his first shift as a Bull takes a shot, deflected into the netting, out of play by Aromaterio, and a faceoff will come up in the Pensacola zone. Brasini, I had a chance to talk with him before the game. Really nice guy. I had to make sure I was getting his name correct.
Yep.
It's his first game out of college. He's on a PTO with the Bulls to show what he can do the last 5 games or so of the year.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what he can do. He had big numbers in college. Jody looks like a goal scorer, so we'll see what the kid brings to the table.
Off the draw, played by Soretsky, back at the point for Scott. Down low, goes around the far boards. Centering pass in front, knocked away by Pensacola, and Ethan Price skates away. Nice pass over to Jones. Cooper Jones brings in left wing side, he scores. They escape that zone real quickly on the defensive end. And just like that, a minute 45 into this hockey game, Pensacola takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that'll be something they'll want to go to the video and review that one, Jody, because that's something you can't do, is give that up and have a straight 2-on-1 from the red line in.
Yeah.
And, you know, somebody missed an assignment there. But nonetheless, good shot, good goal. Pensacola's up 1 here early on just their second shot of the game.
Back to action. Birmingham has it through center ice. They'll tip it in. Stopped by Prop. He'll play it around the near boards. Bross has it. Pass rink wide. That sets it up for Price. Price takes a shot through the crease, goes far boards, Pellinger. He's tied up on the play by Glover. Dapprich going in as well for Birmingham. Played by Pellinger. Back behind the Bulls net, looks for a place to go. Pellinger circles it back behind the Bulls net, goes far boards, where it's played by German. Birmingham takes the loose puck, and they'll slide it across the ice to no one. Picked up by Pellinger. Pellinger had it bounce off his stick. Now it's loose at center ice. Shackle had a chance at it. Birmingham takes it away. Played into the Pensacola zone. Sticked aside on a bouncing shot. There's another one through the crease off the skate of Shackle, who will take it and get it up through center ice. Olenek has it. Drops it back for Colton and overskates the puck, and it comes back outside into center ice. Sadowski slides it over near side for Gagnon. Behind the net, it's played by Prop. He'll whistle one around the far boards. It gets past Sadowski. Gagnon will have to hustle back to pick it up for Birmingham. Just underway, first period. Pensacola with an early goal leads 1-0. Pensacola fans made the trip. There's a few of them here in the building.
Yep.
Birmingham brings the puck in the Pensacola zone. Tip behind the net. That was Danny Waite. Now played by Tallman around the far side. Shackle goes in after Pensacola, chips it out. Doug Scott will have it for Birmingham. Gives it to Soretsky. Gets past Walker. Stopped by Prop. Prop loses it. Walker comes out in front with the puck. Sprawling on top of it, though, is Prop. Nice idea by Walker, and almost had it, but Prop, laying prone on the ice, covered that one up.
Well, good job by the Pensacola D there, Jody. You saw Soretsky. He had a chance there to push that puck. He drops his shoulders, becomes a bull in the china shop. He can get to that far side of the net and maybe put one past Prop, but Pensacola, they stood him up, and they were more to the task there, and he couldn't get through the defenders.
I believe we need to add an assist on that Pensacola goal, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Off the draw, Pellinger has it. He's hit on the far side. Youngworth just took out Sam Rhodes, the rookie. Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Gronick had his shot deflected away, and it comes back into the Bull zone. That's a huge hit over there by Youngworth. Birmingham plays it far side. Off the stick, taken away. Bronte takes it. Soretsky on him. Youngworth lost the puck into the corner. Now it's played by Bernie. Back to Jones. Slides it across for Pellinger. Rhodes takes the shot. Blocker save made by Joseph. Again, that shot, that one taken, deflected by the Bulls defense off the stick of Rhodes, and it just floats into Joseph's glove, so he'll squeeze it with 15:42 to go, first period. Pensacola up 1-0. I thought Cooper Jones made the pass through the slot.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
You can see Bernie, what his MO is going to be tonight, Jody, for Pensacola. Big stature guy out there, but you see him down there around Joseph, and he's barking, and, you know, it'll keep your eye on that one.
Face off in the Bull zone to the right of Taylor Joseph. Birmingham controlled, but almost lost it. Scahill picks it up. Really hard to see these numbers, Greg. Birmingham in black with red numerals. Not a good combination. Played near side, Mastrangeli. Off the stick of Bull. Stopped by Taylor Joseph behind his own net. Banks one off the boards. Glover has it. Wood cruising. Gets it ahead to Wood into Pensacola zone. Bottom of the face-off circle. Thought about a wraparound. Had it bounce off his stick. Mastrangeli knocks him off the play. Loose puck picked up. Near side by Pensacola's Kurapov, who sends it back out. Big hit along the far boards there is Stock. Knocks the puck away from Scahill. Birmingham has it. Colton Olenek gets away from Jones. There's a centering pass. Skate save made by Prop. Rebound goes back far behind the net. Played by Birmingham at the point. Far boards. Ledzianko takes a shot, just turns around and fires it. And Prop gobbles that one up and holds on.
And after that rebound, Jody, you can see the puck came straight across the bottom of that circle to Danny Waite. And he launched one. He didn't even set the puck. He just took a chop at it and just missed on the high blocker side, close post. And that was a good opportunity for the Bulls. But you can definitely see a lot of puck action when they keep the pucks low, keep pressing that front of the net, and look for a rebound, old school, dirty goal coming up.
Taking our first media time out of the game. Your thoughts so far on the speed of the game? Pensacola does look like a different hockey team than what I saw when they were these two teams last met.
Well, they do, and, you know, I like the speed of Birmingham in the offensive zone. Still, it looks a little somber on the defensive side, you know what I mean? I mean, they're setting up, and it seems like guys are standing like you would stand around a lot on a power or on a penalty kill. And I'd like to see a little more aggressiveness down there for the Bulls, because you want to pressure Pensacola into making mistakes early.
Wait on the draw for the Bulls. Ethan Price for Pensacola. Now Price doesn't like what Wade has to say. They're giving each other the sticks.
Right.
Now here we go. Price gives him a shove with a one-hander. I'm not sure what was going on. I believe Danny Wade was telling him, put your stick on the ice. Let's go. You're the visiting team. They'll toss both. They're still having conversations. Referee steps in between. And Colton Olenek will come in for Birmingham. Zach Jones for Pensacola. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Off the draw, Olenek gets it. Back at the point, played by Tracy. He'll whip one around the near side into the corner. Jones takes the puck, slides it up. Tracy has it, deflected in front by Olenek, just wide. Taken away by the Bulls. Centers a pass for Ledzianko. Skate save. It didn't get all of that shot. Tracy tries to keep it alive for the Bulls. It can't. It comes out, and Birmingham has it. Through center ice, they'll try and dump it right back in. It gets past everyone, but right to Cooper Jones. Ledzianko tipped that pass away, and it's put right back in. Pensacola zone line change for the Bulls. C.J. Walker goes far boards, tried to keep it in. He couldn't. Look out the other way. Here comes Ethan Price. Youngworth has to hurry back. Price takes a shot. Pad save made by Joseph. Rebound all the way to the far boards and out to center ice. Now Jones had it taken away by Birmingham, put it right back in where it's played by Prop. He'll backhand to pass over from Mastrangeli. Along the near boards, right in front of the Pensacola bench, Suki plays it for Pellinger, who will bring it in. Tried to set it up for Suki. He wasn't expecting the pass. Puck is now loose behind the Bulls' net. Tip to the far boards and out. Pellinger will go back and get it. Brasini is there, couldn't get the puck away. Pellinger skates away from him. Pellinger couldn't get past the defense of Birmingham. Puck's loose in the near corner. Played back. Porter Shackle had a shot at it. He lost it. Youngworth had it taken away from him. Look out. Suki took it from him. There's a shot from the point. It goes wide, steered aside by Joseph. Birmingham having a little trouble in their own zone. Now finally Glover takes that pass, tips it down the ice. They're going to have to play it because Birmingham was there first. So no icing. Aromaterio gets it ahead, knocked away from the Ice Flyers. Now a big hit along the boards there as the puck is now loose and put back into the Bull zone. Joseph plays it far boards. Kept alive by Pensacola. Shot deflected. Here comes Kip Ledzianko. He'll give it up. Right back to Kip. Sends one through the crease. Prop lets it go. There's a shot blocked by the defensive Pensacola. Loose in front. Ledzianko tips it just over the net. Pensacola shoots the puck down. Icing is waved off. Back to pick it up, Shackle. Loose now along the far boards. Kip with a good shift tries to get it out, and he does. Just past Olenek, taken there by Pellinger. Loudon Pellinger puts it right back in. Scahill picks it up for the Bulls. Banks one off the body of Waite. Comes back to Scott. He has to retreat and backhand one off the glass and out. Put right back in by Pensacola. Scahill has it. Long pass ahead by Scahill to Olenek. Tips it in. Bulls will change again. Through center ice. Loose puck. Still loose. Picked up by Glover. He goes down on the play. No call. I believe Glover just lost an edge. Back the other way comes Pensacola. Look out. Kurapov has it. He has a great snapshot. Birmingham takes it away, but not out. Pellinger from the point. His shot deflected wide. It goes into the corner. Bull will play it around near side. Kurapov goes down. Youngworth as well. Puck's behind the net. Dapprich had it. Lost it to Shane Bull.
Here we go.
Now we got in the corner. Some pushing and shoving. They'll get up. Play goes on. Now the whistle blows. Aromaterio goes over to see what's going on. I believe that's Jordan Stock for Pensacola. And I still don't know who it is for the Bulls. Soretsky. Soretsky and Jordan Stock. If anything is called on this, I can't imagine it would be any more than coincidental minors for roughing.
Well, it started off with Soretsky on the wall, Jody, and Stock came in and really put him into the wall hard. You know, one of those ones where the guy's on the boards, he's turning, so it probably looks worse than it actually was, you know. But the Bulls took exception to Stock's hit on Soretsky, and they went and delivered one of their own. So Stock will get 2 minutes for roughing here.
Yeah, coincidentals for roughing. That's about the only thing that could be called. So we'll be 4-on-4, which I would normally say favors Birmingham, but Pensacola has came out flying, Greg.
Well, they have, and especially with the Bulls, and they're so aggressive with their D on the offensive blue lines and stuff like that. But Pensacola, they're off to the races, and they're really looking to stretch out and take advantage of those odd man rushes. So the Bulls have to be careful here, cover a lot of ground.
Off the draw, played by Tracy. He gets it behind the net for Sadovsky. Right wing side, chip off the boards to center ice. Tried to set it up for Walker, knocked away from him. Sadovsky will have to retreat and pick it up. Sadovsky gets a little interference ran, but there's four Ice Flyers back on Kevin. He has no choice but to chip it in. Mastrangeli takes him out. Puck goes out of play. 10:32 to go, first period. Pensacola still with a 1-0 lead.
And probably on that last opportunity, Jody, was one of the Bulls' better scoring chances where Ledzianko was alone in the slot, picked up a puck that hit his shin pad, was all alone, just got his backhander on it as he was reaching, blew it wide. But even though he's fourth in the SPHL in scoring, 16 goals, 34 assists, but he's been held to just 3 points in his last 7 games. And I think there was a point in the season where he whacks that puck, and it goes in the top shelf.
Yeah.
But right now he's just fighting it a little bit.
Off the draw, played by Pellinger. He'll skate through center ice into the Bulls zone. Puts the brakes on. Cross ice pass, intercepted. Here we go the other way. One-on-one. Birmingham comes in. Knocked away from Matt Wood. It's so hard to see these numbers. I apologize. It's impossible to read red numbers on a black jersey. But Wood had a breakaway, and he couldn't even get the shot off on that one.
So here's the trick, Jody. I've given up trying to read the numbers on the Bulls, and I focus more on their shoulders and look at the name. Having a lot more success with that.
I'm going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, those numbers are weird font, too. That doesn't help. They're longer than wide.
Off the draw, played on the far boards. Arumatario pins his man against the board, played behind the net. Ahead to German. Tyler German. Weaves through traffic, lost control of the puck. Birmingham takes it away. Through center ice. They'll retreat back. Matt Wood drops it back on his defense. Now Wade on the ice. Danny Wade will try to take that pass tipped away from German, but it gets to Wade. Walker with him. Wade through center ice. Took a slash on the stick, brings the puck in. Mastrangeli checks him. Scott has it. Tried a centering pass. He just couldn't get it over. Birmingham seems like they're gripping the sticks very tight. Walker has it. He'll cut through the slot, turns, fires right into the glove, a prop, and he'll drop it off for Mastrangeli. So many shots have been just nicks off the end of the stick, and that pass barely got any of it. Now back comes Shackle into the Bull zone. He'll cut into the corner, puts the brakes on there, slides it behind the Bulls net. It'll come near side for Pellinger. 15 seconds of penalty time remaining on the coincidentals. Out of the Bull zone, it's played. Now that's got to be a penalty. It's not, though. Gagnon had his stick taken right away from him by Suki. That's holding the stick, Greg.
Yeah, it is.
Both teams are back at full and even strength. No call was made. Played now by Mastrangeli at his own blue line. Sends it ahead for Poulias. Poulias played back behind the net. Suki has it. Near safe face-off circle. Shot deflected wide and high and out of play. Look, I don't mind swallowing the whistle, okay, in an important game like this for both teams. But that stopped the breakaway from happening.
Well,
you got to call something like that, do you not?
Well, obviously, Jody, everybody wants to keep the game moving. Could be some hot dates or something going on tonight after, but yeah, whistles are away right now. I mean,
I'm okay with that if we continue it that way.
Even prop in net, you know, making a glove save there. He's throwing it down on the 4-on-4, playing it. So it's like everybody just kind of in fast forward mode right now. Maybe they want to get out and watch a late game of March Madness. I don't know.
I can't say anything after what I did last week.
No, I know.
8:34 to go here in the first period. Pensacola up 1-0 out, and actually now it's tied up in shots 9-9. We'll be 5-on-5 hockey now. Birmingham really in the worst of ways, more so than Pensacola needs these 2 points tonight.
How about looking back at last week, Joey, there is one thing. You talk about Doug Scott and all that. I didn't realize that he leads all D-men in power play goals with 5 and Bulls D-men in scoring with 7 goals and 10 assists. That's pretty good.
He hasn't been here either.
That's what I mean. He doesn't have a lot of games under his belt here. He's been up in the coast a lot this season.
Now here we go. Right off the draw. Poulias drops the gloves, and I'm going to assume that's Gagnon. It is. Poulias and Gagnon squaring off in the Bull zone. There's big rights by Poulias and back by Gagnon. He'll grab him by the jersey. Over the head shot, now grabbed and set down on a body slam. Gagnon takes Poulias out, which feeds the crowd. Really not a lot of shots delivered there, Greg, but Gagnon got the crowd going, and that's exactly what needs to happen right now for the Birmingham Bulls.
100%. Good job by Gagnon showing up there. Nice little middle flyweight match there, you know, and that's what it's all about. You don't always have to have the two big tough guys that are the beaters going out there, going toe-to-toe, but you can definitely see there, Gags got a hold of him, and as he had him punched out, he reached around and went for the back of the jersey, where it's just like hold him out and just feed him the uppercuts.
It's been a while since we've seen a fight in this business.
That's right.
And one of the scratches tonight is Kenny Britton, who usually is the one who's delivering the blows. So, with that said, Gagnon stepping up for the Birmingham Bulls.
Definitely. Good job by Gagnon there to do that.
It looked like he and Poulias talked about that one before the puck was dropped.
100%. Nothing wrong with that. Good little momentum jammer there for the Bulls, and we'll see what happens.
Off the draw, picked up by Pensacola. Pellinger now has it. Sends one in front. Traffic was there. Knocked it wide of the net. Played by Birmingham far side. Gronick takes a hit from Bernie. Bernie goes down. Gronick tips it back. Soretsky had a chance to go. He lost it. Taken away by Bernie. Tyler Bernie sends it in. A weak one into the near corner. Played by Tracy behind the net. Dapprich has it. Can't get it out. Centers a pass for Bernie. He fires. Glove save made by Joseph. Low along the ice. And he'll squeeze it with Pensacola flying around him.
You can definitely see Pensacola trying to get into that slot, Jody, and they're not just standing. You know what I mean? They're moving across left to right in front of Joseph as those shots are coming in, skating into the rebound lanes and trying. Good job on Joseph to get low, pull that one down, and no rebound, because that could have been trouble.
Off the draw, played by Pensacola's Mastrangeli. He takes the hit far side from Sadowski. Loose puck still being fought for. They'll squirt free behind the goal line. Sadowski chips it but loses it. Played by Mastrangeli behind the net. Into the back behind the net, from the corner to Stock. Jordan Stock with it. Off the skate and stick of Bull. Drake Glover skates away for the Bulls. He'll fire it into the near corner. Played off the boards nicely by Prop. Glover keeps it alive for the Bulls. Wood centers it back. There's a shot taken wide. Rebound, Glover through the crease. He had the angle. No one was there to tip it home. Near side, Doug Scott plays it. Top of the face-off circle. His shot is deflected by Kurapov wide. Matt Wood catches up with it for the Bulls. Birmingham starting to apply the pressure. Mastrangeli takes it away from him. Glover goes down but still gets it back. There's a shot taken from the point. It goes wide. Near side, Mastrangeli will clear it. Back into center ice. Bull gets past Ledzianko. The puck comes right in on Joseph, who, good job, clears it himself dangerously, but he didn't manage to get it done. Now Colton Olenek ahead to Kip Ledzianko. Return for Colton behind him. Played now by Price and out. Tyler German brings the puck in, slides one over. Played by Gross. Back behind the net, Pross has it. Ethan Price has Jones there. He just turns and fires, just loose through the slot, cleared into the corner. Picked up by the Bulls, Kip Ledzianko. Backhands one out to center ice. Olenek was cruising, we couldn't find the puck. They'll drive it back to Kip, who will come off for a line change. Played by Cooper Jones ahead to Price. Walker watches him. He puts the brakes on, gives it up to Romaterio. Backhands one out into the Bulls zone, played by the Bulls defense. 6 minutes to go, first period. Pensacola up 1-0. Puck played in the far corner. Soretsky has it. He'll circle through the slot. Over in front. Shot save made by Prop on a nice shot. Prop comes up with a big save. He's made a couple of them already. Pellinger has it. Pellinger lifts one into center ice. Knocked down by the Bulls. Soretsky will pick it up. They'll rule hand pass. Now a little pushing and shoving there between Bross.
Yep.
And I still don't know who that's Dapprich. I apologize once again. These numbers are. I'm doing the best I can.
I got you, Jody.
I'm going to have to just start looking at nameplates and faces and skating styles.
Jody, when we get into the next media timeout here, we got 5:37 to go, and we drop below 5 in the media timeout, I'm going to talk to you about something I just witnessed that's a ripple effect of last week.
Off the draw, played by Mastrangeli. Sends one over, picked up by Suki. It was wide open for anyone to pick up. Pellinger now has it. Drops it back to Mastrangeli. Bersini on him. Birmingham intercepts. Bersini was cruising, but Mastrangeli, good job, pokes the puck away. Loose through center ice. Played by Shackle, back into the Bull zone. Taylor Joseph stops it. Dapprich clears it, but not out. Bernie keeps it alive. Suki in front. Bernie was there. He couldn't get the shot off. Suki picks the loose puck up, though. He just turns and fires that off the leg of the Bulls defense. Back the other way comes Birmingham. Soretsky has it. In front, Brasini, a shot save made, rebound loose. Far side, Shackle has it, and he'll shovel it behind his own net. Sinclair goes in after it. Long pass through center ice, connects. Shackle goes down, but manages to get the puck in. Doug Scott curls away from one man. Far side played, back into the Pensacola zone. Shane Bull picks the puck up. He'll come through center ice. Has Bronte with him. Bull gets past Scott. Backhands a shot, sticked aside by Joseph. There's another stick save by Joseph. Danny Waite, along with Matt Wood. Waite gives it up to Colton Olenek. His shot deflected high and above the net. Waite has it. He'll shovel it down low. Picked up by Mastrangeli. He gets away from the check of Waite. Brings it into the Bull zone. In front, look out. There's a shot. Mastrangeli was there. He lost control of the puck, and Birmingham fortunate to clear. Far side, Rhodes goes down on the play. Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Back into the Pensacola zone. Scott gives it to Kipledzianko. He backhands one, easily taken aside. He gets past Scahill. Look out. Here the other way, Stock was there, hustling over. Was Youngworth to keep it away. There's a centering pass in front. Kipledzianko finds it on his stick. He'll get it ahead. Played far side. Back behind the net, shovels a pass in front, knocked away. That came from Brasini. Now behind the net, Kipledzianko. There's a centering pass. Brasini save made by Prop. There's another shot, glove save by Prop. Birmingham putting the pressure on, Greg. Getting the shots off. But right now, Prop's coming up big.
Well, he is, and you see Brasini out there making himself notice, Jody, and it was one of those things where earlier I was watching him. He looks a lot like Matt Wood out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does.
Smaller stature guy who can move, and I'm like, okay, if you're going to be that guy, you got to start generating some offense out there, getting some shots, and there I saw what I've been looking for. So good job by Brasini there. He came out, got some good quality shots on, and, you know, that's where this kid needs to be. You're not going to get much out of him, I don't think, down low in the corners and stuff like that.
But he's got some speed and stick
Keep him up
handling
high,
ability.
and he's got a good release there, good quick shot, good to see. But let's pause that.
Okay.
Jump back to Joseph, right? And you talk about Taylor Joseph giving up just 7 goals in his last 6 games, Jody, before tonight coming in. But the ripple effect is on that last play with that soft dump that came in. Did you see Joseph hesitate before he came out of the paint?
Yes,
to go
I
play?
did.
The play is for Joseph to go play that puck, play it up the board.
But he
Jody.
thought about the penalty.
I don't care. You're darn right he did. And that bothers me a lot.
Face-off control by Pensacola. Mastrangeli has it, tries to slide it over for Bross. He does. Zach can't get it out. Tracy keeps it alive. In front, deflected by Soretsky, but right into the mid of Christian Prop, who so far, Greg, is the story of this first period.
Well, he is. Prop's having a good game, but the Bulls are getting a lot of chip shots at him, a lot of things that he can see, you know what I mean? I want to see him tested a guy flying in off the wall and putting him about 2.5 feet high under his blocker or glove and see what he does with those.
Off the draw, Romaterio slides it far boards for German. Gets away from one man, gets it back on his defense, almost lost it to Soretsky. Now they'll clear it back into the Bull zone. Icing will be called on Pensacola as Tracy touches up. 2:39 to go here in the first period of play. 1-0 Pensacola.
But anyways, back to what I was saying about Joseph. Like, I can't believe that call is still affecting us tonight, because any other time that kid's played, he would have been out of the crease, played it off the wall, but instead it turns into a real dicey situation there because he was afraid to leave the crease.
For the Birmingham fans, they know what we're talking about. For the Pensacola fans, they don't. We'll talk about it more in a minute. I hate to, since I got in trouble for...
We don't have to.
Off the draw again, Pensacola's Bross plays it. Pensacola is winning a lot of defensive zone faceoffs. Birmingham had a chance at it. McGregor Sinclair has to back out. I can't remember winning a faceoff in their zone,
right,
except for maybe once or twice. Price will backhand one out.
Uh-oh.
Bross picks the loose puck up. Chipped away from him. Comes right in, though, and Joseph smartly plays it, just sticks it aside. Penalty coming up. This one will be on Birmingham, maybe.
Yep, Sadowski.
Sadowski's going off. And this is going to be a hook, I believe, with 2:06 to go here in the first power play of the night by either team.
Well, Jody, you gotta give hats off to Pensacola, and give them credit there. And I think it was Rhodes who came in on him, but holy cow, he didn't quit. He chipped the puck through Sadowski's feet, Jody, and he just kept moving, dogpiling, like I was saying about Soretsky down here. You know what I mean? That second effort is why Sadowski had to take that penalty.
First power play of the night for either team. Pensacola coming into tonight has the 5th best power play in the league, 19%, 30 power play goals on the year. Birmingham's penalty kill 8th in the league. Played by Birmingham and out. Tyler Burney gives it up to Cooper Jones, who has to back skate into his own zone. Now Pulius with it. Chips it ahead for Suki. Far side for Burney. Loose along that far boards. Rose goes down. Pensacola finds the loose puck. Pulius with it. Slides one in front off the skate of Burney. Back behind the net, Tyler has it. Backhands one back at the point. Jones now with it. Plays it down low for Burney. Far side, Rose plays it down low. Suki cruising through the slot. Watch out for Burney, far side, back door. Banks one off the ice nicely. Jones gives it up for Burney, down low. Suki with a shot off the side of the net. Tied up behind the net. Gagnon comes in, takes out his man. It's loose underneath of both. Gagnon finds it, and he'll wrap it down the ice.
8 guys behind the goal line, Jody.
50 seconds remaining on the power play for Pensacola. Under a minute to go here in the first period of play. Jones drops it back. Bronte, far side for Bull. Splits the defense, couldn't pick the loose puck up, and Birmingham does and clears it down the ice. 30 seconds of power play time remaining. Mastrangeli gives it to Shane Bull. Glover watches him. Near side played by German. He'll bring it in the Bull zone. Poked away from him, but picked up by Bronte. Far side, loose puck picked up by the Bulls, and they'll just clear it out of the zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Sadowski set to come out. One more rush for Pensacola. Zach Bross brings it in, tipped away from him nicely by Birmingham. Into the corner it's played. Sadowski out of the box, look out. He didn't see the puck coming his way. It went behind him, he was all alone, but the horn goes, and that'll do it for a pretty entertaining first period of play. We had a goal, a lot of skating, a lot of shots, a lot of saves, a fight. Fans got their money worth in that period except for one thing. Birmingham goes into the locker room trailing by a score of 1-0. For those who actually care, when Pensacola scores first, they have a record of 26-7 and 0. When they lead after one, they're 19-4-0. So we've came back before several times, especially the last weekend against Roanoke. I'm not worried about that. Numbers do tell a story, but they don't always tell the truth.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the shots on goal, Jody. I mean, you know, for both teams, they've been taking a lot of shots, but a lot of them have been perimeter entering the zone. You know what I mean? Like, aside from a couple of, I still think Ledzianko's opportunity was probably the best, you know, dead to right scoring chance that the Bulls had. And Pensacola, same thing. I mean, their best scoring chance was their second shot that they scored on, right, all alone on the 2-on-1.
But he took that puck at center ice, and nobody touched him the entire way in.
100%.
I mean, you're leaving Taylor Joseph out to dry when you do that. But, again, give him the credit.
And
you know.
They're getting a lot of shots, too, but I'm just saying there's not a lot of guys driving into the inside. They're kind of happy just going out, taking the wide shots in on goal and stuff like that. Goalies kicking them back out to the far wall. So, be interesting to see, but it's a pretty nice brand of hockey out there. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for things to get a little bit more grittier. I mean, the most action outside of Gagnon, you know, having the tilt off the draw down here was Price and Waite, you know, getting after it, because Price is saying to Waite, Waite's telling him, listen, this is my rink. Get your stick down first. And Price is looking at him saying, kid, you're a rookie. You see this C on my vest? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't tell me when to put my stick down. I think that's what that was all about. Anyways,
that was fun.
Yeah.
And I have to ask this question, too. It's obvious Pensacola is a better hockey team than the last time Birmingham faced them.
Oh, yeah.
They've made some changes and got a few players back. When you're Birmingham, you go into this period, or intermission that is, what is it exactly that you need to change? What is it, if anything, you want to do differently than you did in that first?
Well, I think it's back to the defensive zone, Jody. And even when the Bulls were on the penalty kill, they're more active 5-on-4 than they are 5-on-5. And I don't have the answer to that, but it's like the most active guys when they're 5-on-5 are the two defense, and it's kind of like the forwards are just kind of sitting, waiting, you know what I mean? Where when they're on the kill, they're high octane, high pressure, and they do a lot better job keeping the puck and clearing the zone when they're shorthanded than when they're 5-on-5.
Only goal of the period came at 1:45 early on. Cooper Jones is 8th of the year, assisted by Ethan Price. That gave Pensacola the lead early on, and they still have it at the end of 20 minutes, 1-0. We'll take a break. We come back. Second period action. Greg Drebany along with Jody Chernesky, and this is Birmingham Bulls hockey.
here for some first period updates around the league. Most teams playing tonight except for Quad City and Evansville, they're both off. But in Macon and Fayetteville, and Macon has 2 games at hand on the Bulls where they sit. Macon sitting in 9th spot in the standings, but they're up 2-0 over Fayetteville after the second period. So if that one holds true, that would put Macon to 52 points with 51 games played. And they would still have that 4-point window.
Yep.
When you look at how we look at things.
They've got games in hand
yep.
on most of the league. They got 2 on us. They have 7 games left after tonight, where we're only going to have, what, 5?
Right.
Yeah. So, Birmingham's going to have to step up and help themselves.
Right.
And, yeah, it's nice to get some help from around the league like you talked about.
Yep.
Peoria's beating Knoxville. That's helpful. Roanoke's beating Huntsville. That's helpful. Fayetteville and Macon's going to be, that's just going to have to play itself out. But in this game, we've got 40 minutes to go, and it's a 1-goal hockey game.
Right.
But it's time to see a different kind of intensity from the Bulls in this period than we did in the first.
Right, and that's like going back to before Roanoke came to town, Jody. It's like the Bulls were geared up, and we were in playoff hockey mode. You know what I mean? And not that they're not doing anything, different tonight, but it just lacks that little bit of jam.
Something is missing.
Right.
Something that I want to say it's intensity, but you're right. Maybe we'll see it this period. Maybe it took a period to get it going, but they're playing differently tonight than they did against Roanoke.
Could be, maybe you're not as big and bulletproof without Kenny Britton in the lineup. Is that a healthy?
Yeah, I don't think that's got anything to do with it. You?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
You never know. It depends about his presence in the locker room, how he is on the bench. You know what I mean?
You know what,
like
Greg? These 2 teams are 2 of the least penalized teams in the league. So I understand the roster decision.
The first period looked like it, though, Jody.
No, you're right. You're right. All right, second period action. Sinclair and Bernie on the draw. Loose puck played by Pensacola's Pellinger. Right back to Sadowski. Far side, ahead past Sinclair. This is going to be picked up by Wood, so no icing. Matt Wood has it. Had it taken away by Bernie. Curls away from one and just lifts one back into the Bull zone. Tracy has to hurry up and get there before Rose. He does, and he'll drop it back to Sadowski. Banks one off the boards near side for Wood. Bounces off his stick. Bronte takes it away. Now Pellinger has it. Gains that center ice stripe, fires it in far side. Bronte is there. He loses possession. Sadowski plays it around the boards. Glover is there. He lets it go. Mastrangeli has it for Pensacola. Back skates into that corner. Birmingham couldn't keep it alive. Ledzianko sends it in. Danny Wade had to come back out. He does. Played behind the net now by Pensacola. Near side Jones. Nice pass ahead. Shane Bull brings it into the Bull zone. Has 2 men with him. Bull near face-off circle. A shot deflects off his own man, Kurapov, into the far boards. Played along there. Bull keeps it alive. Chipped out, though, by Kip Ledzianko. Kip can't get the puck away from Mastrangeli. Olenek tips it in, but right to Mastrangeli, who'll send it right back out. Stock. Lost possession. Kip Ledzianko has it. Drops it back. Olenek's a shot. Save made off the pad. A prop. Rebound comes right to Jordan Stock, who'll skate away. Kurapov spins, fires it in through the crease. Stock was there. He couldn't deflect it. Aromaterio back behind the net, played by Stock. Far side Bull. He'll drop it. Into the corner now. Birmingham plays it far boards. Bristini is there. Can't get it away. Tyler German picks the loose puck up. He's side. 2 men. Comes through the slot. Backhands one. No save was needed. It goes wide, but Birmingham let him get through the defense there all alone. Off the stick of Soretsky, played by Pensacola. They'll bring it in. That's Bross. Sends one over for German. In front, looking for Price. It gets to Bross, though. He'll curl around far face-off circle. Right through the slot. Past everyone back into the Pensacola zone. Cooper Jones has it. Glover and Walker out on the ice for Birmingham. Price has it. He'll bring it into the Bull zone. Shovels it behind the net for German. Centers a pass out in front. Save made.
Wow.
That shot from Bross right in on Taylor Joseph, who was in good position, made the save. But again, Greg, Birmingham having a little trouble in their own zone.
Well,
and getting anything going offensively on top of that.
And Jody, it's one of those things where, in my opinion, this is the game that Pensacola wants to play. Not a lot of hitting. They want to keep everything to the perimeter, work it around, you know, maintaining puck control without being physical. And the Bulls are happy to play that game right now. And don't change your game style based on the team that you're playing.
In the corner, being fought for. Sinclair is there. Pins his man against the board. It comes free, picked up by Bross. Check that was Suki. Pellinger will keep it alive. Around the near side, Birmingham tries to chip it out. Mastrangeli, a good job keeping it in. Big hit in the corner there, delivered by Shackle. Loose puck picked up by the Bulls. Headman a pass for Wood. Off of his stick, played back. Behind the goal line, Wood muscled off the puck, picked up by Pensacola's Pellinger. He bounces it off of Waite, and Pensacola puts it into the Bull zone. Connor Scahill has it. Ahead for Olenek, tips it in. Easily played by Christian Prop around the near side and out himself. Birmingham is doing, Greg, I've noticed the last really couple of weeks, they take that long pass from their own zone and they just chip it, just kind of deflect it into the zone. The last couple of games, it's not really worked all that well.
Well, and they're still keeping the wings high, and they're leaving the wings out there in their own zone, which is easy for the D to pinch down on them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's, that causes some problems for them sometime to clear the zone, but, you know, they're looking for the fast break, and I get it. It's a way to play, but we'll see how it goes against Pensacola's game plan.
Another defensive draw won by Pensacola. Bernie will bring it in the Bull zone. Tracy lets him get in front. There's a centering pass off the mark, deflected away by Birmingham. Back at the point, it gets past Aromatario. Going hard after it as Olenek couldn't catch up with it first. Loose now at center ice. Off the stick of Olenek, played by Pensacola. Jones drops it back. There's a shot off the glove of Joseph. Comes into the near corner. Through center ice, Kip Ledzianko just fires one in. Prop will stop it and give it up for Aromatario. Rhodes is there, but knocked down. Waite knocks the puck down into the corner. Tyler Burney shovels it to Jones. Bronte tips it past the Bulls' defense, picked up by Gagnon. Behind his own net, he'll drop it. Back for Sadowski. Ahead again, deflected in at center ice by Birmingham, played by Prop to his defense. Birmingham intercepts the puck, but at center ice, they'll have to vacate the zone. Walker will bring it back in, cuts through the slot, gets a backhander off the glass behind the net. Loose puck there, picked up by Birmingham in front. There's a centering pass for Soretsky, goes wide. There's a shot from the point, save is made, rebound goes wide. Sadowski in front, save made off the stick of Gronick. Rebound goes into the corner.
Now they're getting somewhere, Jody.
Working for the puck down low, Gronick. Puck comes free. Pensacola, Shane Bull has it. Backhands one past. Kurapov goes far side, played by Gagnon around the board. He avoids that hit, takes it. Loose puck picked up by Pellinger in his own zone. Look out. 2-on-2, now 2-on-3. Drops it back for German. Takes a shot. Shoulder save made by Joseph. Rebound played along the near side. Birmingham needs to get things together. They look discombobulated right now. McGregor Sinclair stick handles his way through center ice. Drops it back. There's a shot. Goes into the netting. Out of play. That one off the stick.
Yeah, it's hard, Jody, when you see the Bulls get possession and their D have the puck behind the goal line. As they start to skate out of their zone, there's a lot of white jerseys between the Bulls defenders and the Bulls forwards, you know what I mean? The forwards all seem to be hanging up around the blue line looking for those tips and that kind of stuff. And that's okay as long as you can get the puck through the wall. But at Pensacola, you see it. where they're getting their opportunities is knocking those pucks down the neutral zone, the transition that they're kicking back across and coming on the Bulls with a man advantage.
14:08 to go. They have our first media timeout of the second period. Looks like more of the same, though, for Birmingham. Is this because the way Pensacola is playing Birmingham, Greg, or is this something we're doing different? Because it is different.
I just think that, you know, with any hockey team, Jody, you know, there's always those games that you have, and we say, hey, we need to stop playing their game and go back to playing our game. This is one of those games we're watching right now. The way the Bulls are playing, they're playing the style that Pensacola wants to play, not the way that they played last week in the last period and a half against Roanoke.
Sinclair on the draw for the Bulls to the left of Christian Bross. Birmingham finally gets possession of the puck but loses it. Back the other way, Pensacola had it. Chipped away from them. Brought in by Brasini. Gives it up to Wood, who takes a big hit from German. Played down the near corner, loose. Ethan Price has it. He backhands the pass over to German. Looks for a place to go, and he'll just clear it back into center ice. Wood had it taken away from him. Bross has it. Bross gets away. Still hold on to the puck. He lost it. Picked up, though, by Pensacola. Wood takes it away. Wood brings it back into the Bull zone. In front, there's a backhanded pass. That one off the post. Nice pass by Danny Wade across the slot. But the post became Prop's best friend. Birmingham will turn it right back in. 3-on-1. Leziaco gets it up. Save is made. Rebound is there. They're going to wave it off.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know how that puck stayed out on the first shot off the feed from Kep. I'm sure they'll take a look at it, but I will say this. The referee was right there, Greg. He saw the whole thing. Now, that puck could have been behind the goal line under the pad of Christian Prop. I don't know.
Well, and if
they're talking about it now, Olenek is there to ask him to please take a look.
Jody, I didn't hear a whistle. So if that puck is visible and the whistle isn't blown, even if it's sitting in there behind Prop's spread legs, so to speak, if he's got a skate on each post in a V and that puck is in there, you can go in to play that loose puck, and it's not a crease violation. So it'll be interesting to see what the call is here now.
I don't think they're even going to look at it.
Wow. If the referee loses visual on it and he blows it dead and he doesn't see it behind the goal line, then that's the end of the play.
He's talking with Craig Simchuk now about it. He's shaking his head no. I thought they would at least take a look at it on the iPad, but looks like the faceoff is just going to be deep in the Pensacola zone.
Well, one of those things. Call for the challenge, use it, because...
Do we even have that in this league? I should know. Well, I'll keep my mouth closed. Yeah. I don't think there is such a thing as a challenge in the SPHL.
Well, I don't know. Then what do you call it when the ref goes
over? Well, that's kind of
at
discretion of the referee, is it not?
Oh, so it's a referee to that could be. Maybe it's there.
I sense a little disdain in your voice, Greg Drevin.
Well, if you're going to have the tools, then you should have the.
Now the referee's going over to the box. Now maybe he may be looking at it. He talked with both benches. Kip Lezianko screaming as we watch the replay that it's in.
Play it again.
I missed the replay of it, but the referee's over to take a look.
If the guy's on Flow
I'm not good at predicting this, Greg, so.
Play that replay one more time for us on the overhead if you can.
Well, we're waiting, and we'll wait. I know Kip Lezianko, and he was very demonstrative when he thought that puck was definitely in the net. You may be on to something, though, with the whistle not being blown. You're right, I didn't hear it either. All right, it's officially under review.
You see what I mean? So if you have the technology, Jody, all I'm saying is in the bylaws or the rules or whatever, I think it should be just like football or basketball or whatever, where each team, the coaches, they have a challenge. One challenge, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know that exists or doesn't exist, and I'm ashamed of myself for not knowing.
I don't know.
But bottom line is the referee is in the box looking at it. He'll get the call right. If he can see the puck, he'll make the call. If he can't see the puck, it'll stand, right?
Well, the referees are supposed to, if you can't see the puck and you lose visual of it, Jody, you're supposed to blow the play dead. If he didn't blow the play dead, then the puck's still in play, and the players will, like Ledzianko, will continue to play it if he sees it. So if Ledzianko saw it, the whistle didn't blow. And
I'm not convinced the puck was never in the net before all that took place afterwards. The fans are trying to.
Yeah.
It's not going to help persuade anyone. Ref come out on the ice. We'll know in a second. He steps back on. No goal. No goal. He'll give the explanation to Olenek.
All right.
And that's just the way it's going to be. No goal. I still say he was there.
Yeah.
He saw where the puck was, or at least was in position 2.
Let's hear
but there was no whistle. And so either way, he made the right call. He probably got the call right, but the fans don't like it.
If they give a review, do they have to give a reason? Like, shouldn't?
Well, he did to Olenek.
Oh.
And Olenek would, as the captain, will come over and relay that to Craig Simchuk. Face off in the Pensacola zone. Now we'll move on. 1-0 Pensacola. Off the draw played again by Pensacola. They're very good at defensive zone draws.
Yep.
Kip Ledzianko kept it in for the moment, but chipped right back out by Pensacola into the Birmingham end of the ice. Dapprich gets it ahead. Played by Wade. Right in on net to Shackle. Porter Shackle, nice feed over. Played by Suki. Return to Shackle. Down low, Mastrangeli cuts in front. Wow. Save made by Joseph. He made it look easy, but it wasn't. Shackle with the puck. He takes a shot deflected off the near glass. Played into the corner. Squirts free for Poulias. Poulias watched by Dapprich. Back behind the net. Puck is loose. Suki is there. It'll come along the near boards. Shovels it back for Shackle. It gets past him. Pinching in from the point was Pellinger. Birmingham can't clear. Suki plays it right back behind the net. Scahill will pick it up for the Bulls. Far boards. Connor gets it out. They're right to Pensacola. They'll have to come back out. Bronte was just in. Brought the puck in ahead of, I believe that was Rose that was in offside. Either way, 12:08 to go. Second period, Bulls still trail 1-0.
And that, for me, Jody, on that last shift right down in front of us, I guess if you're looking at Joseph on the left side up high up here, that's scary when you hard rim it around and you've got a forward there, he can't clear.
Off the draw, Pensacola has it. Brasini was out there, he chipped it. Now it's loose. Played back in, Tracy will have it for Birmingham. Puck played back into Pensacola's own, and icing will be called as Tracy sent the puck down. 11:53 to go, second period.
To a man, top to bottom, Jody, that's the difference in the game right now. I think about 85% of the Bulls are going, and I think about 15% of them are kind of going. You know what I mean? But
is it like tightness? Is this what's going on?
I don't know. I mean, it's not playoff hockey, because playoff hockey, everybody goes every shift.
There's off the draw, stick save made by Joseph from Aromaterio. Pensacola has definitely had the advantage on the faceoffs tonight. Into the near corner, Birmingham has it. At least for the moment. Now it's back behind the net to Tracy. Aromaterio keeps it alive for Pensacola. Behind the net, Bronte is there. Centers one in front. Off the mark for Bernie. Zareski has it for Birmingham. He'll bring it in the Pensacola zone. Takes the shot. Pad save made by Prop behind the net. It gets past Walker. Sadowski has it. Kevin played it behind the net. Zareski was cruising. They'll get it out front. Jumped over Sadowski's stick, played by Jones, back behind the net, taken away in front. Walker's there, save made by Prop. He was all alone. He got the backhand off, just beside himself. The stick broke. Pensacola clears it back into the Bull zone. Holy cow.
Yeah, I think that was, if that was Wood, Jody, I think his stick got chopped in half. No, it was Walker.
It was Walker's stick.
Yep.
Now Birmingham backs one off the boards into the Pensacola zone, played by the Ice Pilots. Now Tracy stood up. His man, that was Kurapov at the blue line. Loose puck picked up, though, by Pensacola. Mastrangeli has it. Takes the hit there from Tracy. Gets the puck in, though, deep. Gagnon Plays it near side for Tracy. Birmingham clears. Tracy has it. Gets it ahead for Sinclair. Off of his stick. Loose, picked up now by Wood. He comes in left wing side, cuts to the front of the net. That one goes wide. The shot was altered a little bit there by Pellinger. Loose puck played far boards. Back into the Bull zone. Through center ice, off the stick of Kip Ledzianko. They played back behind the net. Ledzianko goes in after. Centers a pass for Waite. He didn't get all of it, and back comes Pellinger. Sends one across for German. His shot goes behind the net. Centers a pass out in front. Birmingham intercepts but can't clear. Gives it right up to German. Good forechecking here by Pensacola. Played behind the net. Waite comes in after it. German still holds on to the puck. Gives it up to Bross. Centers a pass. There's a shot off the stick of Joseph, who'll pick it up. There's another one from Pellinger. And a centering pass gets through everyone to Colton Olenek, and he'll give it up at center ice. Birmingham needs a line change. Bross will bring it right back in for Pensacola. Tries to cut in front of the net, so he can't do a cut behind. Centers one for Romaterio. Through the slot, shot is deflected. Birmingham needs to clear. They can't. Waite had it bounce off the stick of Bross, who takes out. Big time hit along the far boards there. Whistle goes, and they're going to call Birmingham for too many men on the ice.
Oh my God.
Colton Olenek is going to, I think he called too many men. Let's see. Kip Ledzianko is going off. They may have called something on Kip.
I think they were calling both guys back here, Jody, after.
I don't think there's going to be an ice flyer in the box. This is only on Kip, it looks like.
Wow.
Olenek was not happy about it. We'll get the call in a moment, but either way, Kip's going to the penalty box. This will be Pensacola's second power play of the night.
Surely they're not calling too many men on the ice.
Well, he made the motion. He was making a circle motion to the Bulls bench. I'm not sure what else it could be. Now, Gronick's going into the penalty. This is going to be a double minor on the Bulls, or either a major on Kip Ledzianko.
Major for what?
I don't know, but there's two men in the penalty box. One is serving for the other.
Unless he got an unsportsmanlike conduct or something. Maybe he said something to the ref.
We'll get Pat's call on it, this PA announcer. Here it is.
A bench minor, too many men on the ice. Birmingham penalty, a bench minor, too many men on the ice. Serving that penalty, number 25, Kyron Gronick. Birmingham penalty, number 91, Kip Ledzianko. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 91, Kip Ledzianko.
So it's going to be a 4-minute power play.
I don't agree with that call.
Well, actually, it'll be a 5-on-3 advantage.
Unless it was.
Well, we didn't see what Kip did or didn't do. But
that's why I'm going to break it down for you. If he did something on the ice to another player or something like that, then that's a 2-minute unsportsmanlike. If it's something he said to the ref should just give him 10 and let him sit in the box for the rest of the period, as opposed to sending him down 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. Just my opinion.
Huge penalty kill coming out here for the Bulls. Tyler Birney on the draw for Pensacola in the Bull zone. Sinclair had it, taken away though by Pensacola. Jones gets it to Suki. Suki plays it down low. Back at the point, Jones has it. Near side, Rhodes. Leading rookie scorer in the league and Pensacola's leading scorer. Cooper Jones with it. Shovels it over for Shackle. Down low for Suki. That was Birney, I'm sorry. There's a shot, save made off the stick of Pouliot. Taylor Joseph saves the day.
Out of the crease, Jody.
Pensacola will drop it back. Rhodes. Brought in by Pouliot. For Birney. Takes a shot, save made, rebound loose. Cleared by Birmingham.
Joseph having a moment here, Jody. Good to see.
Back into the Bull zone. Remember, 5-on-3 advantage for Pensacola for another minute, 5 seconds. Rhodes slides one over for Pouliot. Back to Sam Rhodes. Drops it for Jones. Cooper plays it down low for Suki. Back to Jones for Pulias. Almost had bounced off his stick. Maintains possession. Rhodes couldn't get the shot off. He was altered on the play by the Bulls defense. Cooper Jones plays it down low. Look out behind the goal line. There's a centering pass for Rhodes. His shot goes well wide. Glover with a nice job altering that shot. Pulias with it. Sets it up for Rhodes. We're down to the 35 seconds remaining in both penalties. Cross-ice pass, score. Fed it right over to Jack Suki. One-timed it past Taylor Joseph. That clears one of the penalties, but not the other. Pensacola still on a man advantage for another 31 seconds.
But did you notice Bernie on that, Jody? Bernie standing 6'4", right in front of Joseph the whole time, making his life difficult. And you saw when they set up there, Bernie moved from the slot to the left on that one-timer. Joseph didn't even see it coming.
Again, Greg, penalties catching up with the Bulls.
Wow.
Whether they're legitimate or not is another story. The penalties and the power play opportunities
100%.
have really cost Birmingham as of late. Back to action. Pensacola has it. They're on the power play for another 20 seconds. This time a 5-on-4. Tipped in by German. Doug Scott on him. Back to Bross. Bross plays it down low. Bronte has it near face-off circle. Back at the point. Mastrangeli. Another one-timer. That one off the stick of Bull into the netting, out of play. 6 seconds of power play time remaining, and on the penalty being served by Gronick for too many men on the ice. Pensacola with another goal here in the second period, now up 2-0.
Well, and I can see what Pensacola is trying to do here, Jody, and why. But I'm not going to break it down because I think sometimes people use our broadcast for scouting. You know what I mean?
You mean other teams are watching?
Yeah, watch the replays.
Okay, the replays, okay.
If I say something about what I'm seeing about Pensacola, I don't want somebody else to start trying to do it either. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I hope you're not right, though. Birmingham's killed the penalty. Now they're back at even strength. There's a shot that made it through, and it's played down low by Bull, Shane Bull. Back to Mastrangeli. Bull holds on to it, actually. Now to Mastrangeli. He has a one-timer blocked by the Bulls' defense, and it's chipped back into the Pensacola zone. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, but Pensacola maintaining possession. Scott takes it away. Near side for Scahill. Ahead for Kip. Off the corner boards. Prop will play it himself. Romaterio lifts one high into center ice. Scahill gloves it, drops it, and fires it right back in. Prop leaves it behind the net for Romaterio. Gets past Mastrangeli. Picked up now by Shane Bull. He'll skate it in. Gets past the defense. Taken away, though, by Birmingham. Whips one around the near side boards. Kip Ledzianko has it. Far side for Sadovsky. Sends it in once again. Played by Prop. Kip Ledzianko keeps it in. Intercepted, though, is Shackle, and his pass gets out through center ice. Shackle now has it. Steered aside by Joseph. Played back now behind the net. Sadovsky far side. Cooper Jones tried to keep it alive and does. Now off the stick of Price. Loose puck. Right through the slot. Almost taken away by Bross. Birmingham having trouble getting the puck out of their own zone. Daprich sends it over for Sadovsky. Big forechecking unit out here now for Pensacola, and they're doing their job. Now finally Sadovsky gets the puck out. Lifts one in, but not deep. It's gloved down. Past the center ice. Sadovsky knocks down Bross. Turnover there picked up by the Bulls. Sadovsky has it. He lifts one into the Pensacola zone. Going back to get it is Pellinger. Backhands one over for Jones for Bross. Back into the Bulls zone is played. Under 5 minutes to go. Second period. 2-0 Pensacola. Wood deflects one into the near corner. Again, Prop. He's very good with the puck. Plays it himself out. Kept alive, though, by Scahill. Scahill gives it up near side. Sinclair. 2 men on him. McGregor with it. Still holding on to the puck. Scahill trying to help out. Squirts free back into the Bulls zone. With 2 men on McGregor, Sinclair, somebody had to be open. There's a pass ahead connecting with Walker. CJ gets away from Pellinger. Penalty coming up. There's a centering pass, gets past everyone. Far side, Gagnon has it. Scahill will take it. He takes a slap shot, save made once again by Prop. Got that right arm on it and gobbles it up. Birmingham will go on their first power play of the night. Coming into tonight, top power play unit in the league. Birmingham with 42 power play goals, 26%. We have given up 4 shorties. Pensacola's penalty kill 4th in the league. They've only given up 31, but they have 7 shorthanded goals as well, Greg.
Well, definitely you can see Pensacola, Jody. They've got some speed if they can open it up. You got to be careful here. And you know what I hate about power plays is kind of, you know, you go with that extra forward out there, 4 forwards and a D, and everybody's thinking offense.
Yeah.
But you got to take care of the backside as well. So, with what the Bulls have seen here in the last 8 or so minutes and the success they've had when they crowd the front of the net and they make things difficult on Prop, definitely their best scoring opportunities is when they just get the puck, get it in front of them, and bang away and try and outstick them in front. I hope that's what we see more of here and not a 2-minute perimeter.
We saw in warm-ups, both of us watched Christian Prop. I noticed he comes out of his crease a lot.
Yep.
Now, we're on the power play. We both know where Drake Glover's office is.
Yep.
It's behind that goal line. And there's a lot of open net between Drake Glover and the goal.
100%.
We can feed him the puck and try and make Prop think the shot's coming. He's got an opportunity, but this is not going to be easy. But right now, Greg, Birmingham needs a goal.
Fake the shot, little backdoor dump to Glover, and he just puts it in the open cage, Jody. I like the game plan. Let's see if it gets executed.
Scahill will man the point along with C.J. Walker. Parker Soretsky on the draw for Birmingham. Olenek out as well. Puck comes back to Connor Scahill. Gets it to C.J. Played down low, behind the goal. Scahill has it. Far side, pass near side, Walker. In front, deflected, just passed.
There it was.
But wide, Soretsky was there. Parker with the puck. He centers one far side, far face-off circle. There's a shot blocked by the Pensacola defense and out into center ice. Walker with it. Plays it down for Soretsky behind the goal line. It gets past Olenek for Danny Waite. Back to Scahill, gives it up to Waite. Pressured there, so he gives it to Scahill. 1:20 of power play time remaining for the Bulls. Danny Waite with it. Centers one over, tipped away nicely by Aromaterio. Walker was there behind the net. Soretsky has it, goes down. Aromaterio picks it up. Scahill knocks it down before it got out of the zone. Scahill with it. Far side, Waite. Takes the shot, stick save made into the corner. Soretsky has it, centers a pass back. Scahill has it. This power or penalty kill unit's been out the entire time for Pensacola. Scahill for Walker, gets past him. Kept alive though by Scahill. Far side, Waite. For Olenek, a shot whistles wide. This one gets out of the zone. Pensacola is going to change lines. Scahill has Kipledzianko out now with Sinclair and Wood. Where's Drake Glover?
There he is now.
Glover with the puck now, right wing side. Cuts through, couldn't get the shot off. Far side into the corner. Puck is played by the Bulls, Kipledzianko. We're down to 20 seconds of power play time remaining. Sinclair has it, draws it for Kip, for Youngworth. Back to Kip, plays it down low for Sinclair. Back to Youngworth, we need some shots. Ledzianko plays it down low to Glover, back to Youngworth. Youngworth through traffic, goes wide, we're down to 2 seconds. Birmingham, or Pensacola's killed the penalty. Now there's a shot down low. Centers a pass out in front, picked up by Pensacola. They'll whip it around the far side. Youngworth keeps it alive. Tracy now out for Birmingham. Wood with the puck. Back at the point, near side Tracy. Had it bounce off his stick. He'll shovel it down low. Pensacola intercepts. Kipledzianko with a nice check, but Pensacola clears the puck. That'll do it for that power play. 1:40 to go here in the second period. Loose puck at center ice. Picked up by Pensacola. Paulman sets it up far side for Jones, for Price. Sent in by Suki. It'll come around the near boards. Birmingham has it there. Centering pass through the slot, now through center ice. Gronick has it. Gronick in front, looking for Soretsky. It gets past him. Soretsky picks the loose puck up, back at the blue line. There's a shot, score! That shot came from a foot inside the blue line, Greg. And as you said, with traffic in front, somebody got to stick down and deflected it past Prop. Birmingham with a huge goal, cuts this 2-goal lead in half.
I think it was Gronick. If anybody got a piece of that, it would have been Gronick in front because he was just getting abused. But it was Tracy with the rip from the point. So we'll wait and see if they, on the replay,
was
if
it Tracy?
Tracy shot it, but you see Gronick battling in front is what created the commotion in front of Prop, and he just couldn't see that one. Good shot.
I'm not sure
placement.
that hit anybody in front now that I see it.
Might have came straight in, but look at that. Low blocker, inside post, bang, there it is.
Well, we'll get the call in a moment. I'm going to say it was Tracy's goal. We'll see. Birmingham, with a minute to go, cuts the lead to 2-1.
Huge
Let's
goal.
see if that picks it up. Puck gets into the Pensacola or Birmingham bench with 1:02 remaining here in the second period. We'll have a face-off just outside the Pensacola blue line. That goal was for Colin Tracy, so it made it through, his 4th of the year. Goal coming at 18:48 of the second period. Colin Tracy's 4th of the year from Soretsky and Brasini, who picks up his first point as a Birmingham Bull.
Definitely something here. With under a minute left, Jody, the Bulls needed something.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes it's just that little shot, innocent enough shot by good job by Tracy on a shot selection, but Gronick paying the price in front creates that opportunity.
Scahill sends it into the Pensacola zone. 45 seconds remaining here in the second. Birmingham applying the pressure. Loose puck centered out in front, but right there, Pensacola's Tyler German just lifts one back and out. Gagnon ahead for Waite.
Go.
Look out, taken away by German. 2-on-1 the other way. German loses possession of the puck. He'll tip it behind the Bulls' net. Stock was there for Poulias. Played back for Pensacola, taken away by Matt Wood. Has Olenek streaking in front. Olenek! Oh, what a stop by Prop. Or maybe went a little off the side of the net. Olenek slow to get up. That was a 2-on-1 opportunity for Birmingham to tie this one up. 5 seconds to go. And that'll do it for the second period of play. I'd like to see a replay of that. Greg, did he make the save on that, or was it just the shot went wide? It looked like he made the stop. Now, Olenek's hot about something.
Well, Olenek's trying to say that he was interfered with, but that burst by Olenek, Jody, was unbelievable to get him in that position. Prop saw it coming. He dove straight across, but Olenek saying that, hey, something happened over there he didn't like, whether it was a little extra stick work that slowed him up, but he is definitely hot down there, bringing it.
He doesn't, all right, Olenek's the captain of the team.
Right.
But he's not the one talking to the referee. Ethan Price for Pensacola is, and I think that's Drake Glover for the Bulls,
right,
having this conversation with Dan Lulianello. They're not going to change his mind. The period's over with, but something good did happen. Birmingham cut the lead to 2-1. Now comes the third period.
Well,
everything now has changed. The intensity has picked up.
Sure.
The excitement is there. There's a little bit of anger from the Birmingham bench.
Best thing that could have happened for the Bulls going in there, Jody, is for Olenek to get a little bit pissed off at the referee or whatever it was that he was upset about, because he's going to take that energy down now into the locker room. And I'm telling you, that energy and that emotion, what we just saw, that's playoff hockey.
That type of emotion is. I even saw Phil Edzianko, who's been on the IR since, what, November? He's screaming and yelling at the referees as he's walking off the ice. So let's see if that translates into the third period. But don't forget, Pensacola's not going to lay down and let Birmingham take control of this game. They're a good hockey team.
They're not, Jody, but we didn't see that emotion.
Right. That's what we were calling for in the first and the second.
Period. Yeah, that's right. So, good. I'm glad they're getting a little bit fired up down there.
Oh, it's going to set up a heck of a third period, that's for sure.
Now we're talking. Now we got a hockey game to play here. Let's go.
Okay. It's time to take a break, calm down a little bit. End of 2 periods of play. Pensacola maintaining a 2-1 lead over the Birmingham Bulls. Stay with us, everyone. A great third period's coming up. This is Birmingham Bulls hockey. All right, back at the Pelham Civic Complex. Jody Cherneski here along with Greg Dreveny. Have about 3.5 minutes before our third period gets underway. Greg, there's been some, at least one game conclude around the league, and not so good for the Birmingham Bulls.
Well, yeah, Jody, that was Macon and Fayetteville visiting Macon. So Macon at home pulls out a 2-1 win over the Fayetteville Marksmen tonight. In Peoria, or in Knoxville, Peoria 3-0 over Knoxville. That surprises me a little bit after seeing how many transactions Knoxville had today.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those guys get in the lineup tonight, but nonetheless, Peoria up 3-0 over Knoxville, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third. Here, Pensacola 2, the Bulls 1, 20 minutes of play in this ever so important, Jody, you were talking about in the intermission, about how much this game means.
Yeah.
Especially, we looked at Macon's schedule, and with the 8 games that they have left,
5 of them.
Fayetteville 5,
Yes.
Knoxville 3 of them. So definitely they are in a very dangerous spot. Don't like to look behind us, but you got to watch out for what Macon's going to put together here in this last run in Huntsville.
And with that in mind, Greg, tonight we got Pensacola.
Yep.
Next weekend we're in Huntsville,
Yep.
and then we end the season in Knoxville. That's a rough road. That's why this next 20 minutes to me is the most important 20 minutes we've had this season.
And that's what I mean. Because you add those games up, Jody, that's only 6 games left for the Bulls,
Yep.
where Macon has 8 against not the talent that Birmingham has on their schedule coming up against them. So you definitely want to take advantage when you're in a game like this. You need this 2 points in regulation to boost yourself and keep moving ahead of Macon, because I'm telling you,
They're coming.
watch out for Macon.
You're right.
That's the team below us that we want to keep our eyes on. Quad City, not too worried about them. Not too worried about Fayetteville at this point. But that being said, Knoxville
It's
and Macon.
been so tight
Yep.
all year long in this league. It wouldn't shock me at all if it came down to the last game of the year in Knoxville. As a matter of fact, I expect it to.
Might come down to the last 20 minutes of that game, Jody.
No kidding. And who knows what happens between now and then. You just don't know. After tonight, Birmingham has 1 game left at home. Tomorrow night's our last home game of the regular season before we end the game or end the season with 4 on the road. So after tonight, just 5 games left. The times, the opportunities, the chances to improve your lot are dwindling.
Jody,
You need to take advantage of what you have.
are we taking our show on the road or what?
Well, that's the thought, that Greg and I will be on the road for at least 1 game in Huntsville, if not 2. And then we'll end the season for a pair of games in Knoxville. It's not in concrete yet, but that's the general thought behind it. And, you know, I think our fans would, as bad as we are, would much rather have us bring in the games than the opposing team's announcers.
Let's leave it up to the fans, Jody, and there'll be watch parties, you know, at the Beer Hog and other sponsors and stuff like that the Bulls have going on, black markets and other places that everybody gets together. So tell the fans next week, if they want us to go on the road, get on the Bulls website, let us know.
Off the draw, we're underway here in the third, played by Sadovsky. He'll slide it near side for Tracy. Ahead for Glover, who tips it in. Prop will play it himself again. Kept alive by the Bulls. Shot by Glover, never made it through. Knocked down in front. Puck goes far boards. Wood fanned on it, had it, lost it for a moment. Now it's back to center ice for Sadovsky. Pellinger takes it away. Bronte will bring it in. Pellinger has it, takes a shot, save made by Joseph. Off the skate of Olenek, Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Back into the Pensacola zone. Matt Wood takes the shot, save made. He lost it, Greg.
Yep.
He dropped that one, and it may have hit his mask. He's checking
did.
it out, but he lost it for a moment and covered it up.
Yep. Welcome to the world of there goes my $1,000 paint job, Jody. But the biggest thing about that is coming in he shot it right into the eye line of Prop, and Prop had to bring his glove across. He didn't get all of it, maybe just a piece of it, and then clips him right under the mask, right off the chin. And it's more the sound of that, Jody. Sounds like a shotgun or a 38 special going off in your ear.
It's got to stun you.
Yep.
Danny Wade on the draw again. Here we go.
If I'm the Bulls, net crash, next play, and let's get something early in on Prop.
Controlled by Pensacola once again. Kurapov. They are just deadly on the draw in their own zone. Kurapov brings it in. He's tied up on the play.
Look
now
out.
he gives a horse collar to Gagnon. Loose puck played by Olenek off the boards and out. Shane Bull will slide it over for Mastrangeli. Tipped in by Pensacola. Gagnon back to pick it up. Kurapov. Couldn't get the puck away. Now it's loose. Picked up by Bull. Slides it around the zone. Behind the boards. Or behind the net, that is. Kip Ledzianko gets it away. Tried to get it up to Wade. It gets past him. Danny trying to fight for the puck. Kip gets it back. Tipped in by Olenek. But it comes right to Shane Bull. Can't get it out. Wade with a good job. Gloved it and dropped it. Slides one over for Kip. Blocked, though, on that shot by Bull. He's hurt. Comes right back to Kip. Centers a pass over. Loose through the slot. Bull back on his skates. Skates away with the puck. Shane Bull brings it into the Bull zone. Far face-off circle. Takes a shot. Pad save made by Joseph. Luckily, no one for Pensacola was there, or they would have had an empty net to shoot at. Played at center ice. Shane Bull will bring it in. 4 men back for the Bulls. Drops it back for German. Slides one over. Just out of the reach of Tallman. Back for Bross at center ice. He'll send it into the Bull zone. Gloved by Joseph. He'll leave it for Scahill. Pass taken away by German. Shot blocker save made by Joseph. Bross with the puck. Gets away from one man. Takes the shot. That one goes wide. Cooper Jones plays it into the corner. Price, along with Soretsky, fighting for the puck. Comes free for Doug Scott. He'll curl back into his own zone. He'll set the play. 17:25 to go, third period. Pensacola 2, Birmingham 1. Through center ice. Played by C.J. Walker. Has Glover with him. C.J. right wing side. Takes a shot. Save made. Rebound cleared. The other way by Suki. Jack Suki brings it in. Takes the shot wide of the net. Glover takes the puck away. He'll bring it into the Pensacola zone. Slides one over. In front. Glover score! Drake Glover on a give and go.
Holy cow, Jody. What a play.
You saw the play develop, Greg, at center ice. They looked like they had an opportunity for a 3-on-2. Once again, Drake Glover works his magic and ties this hockey game up for the Birmingham Bulls.
That first pass by Glover was incredible, Jody. Coming across, he had to throw some sauce in over the stick, got it, and it comes straight back. And you talked about how aggressive Prop was. Prop goes flying out the backside, take the shot away. Little dump back to Glover, nothing but open net, and the Bulls tie it up at 2.
2-2 the score. 16:50 to go. Pensacola with a puck in their own zone. Momotario has it. Olenek on him. He'll slide it behind the net. Mastrangeli is there as Bernie. Bernie just lifts the puck, trying to get it out. It does. Look out. 2-on-1 the other way. Bronte coming in. There's a shot off the stick of Rhodes. That was really an easy save by Joseph. It was altered in front. Now Birmingham chips the puck out to center right. Danny Wade has it along with Olenek. Just inside the blue line. Slides a pass over in front, looking for a deflection. The puck is loose, still loose in the crease. The net is knocked off his moorings. The whistle blows. Greg, that puck lay loose on the ice in the blue paint for at least 3 or 4 seconds. Birmingham just could not get their stick on the puck.
Hey, I know it didn't work out that time, Jody, but I like the thought process there. Get the pucks in, keep them low, create that traffic in front, and just turn it into a stick fest. Holy cow, that goal by Glover just came back up. What a pass back across by Sinclair there.
Sinclair, the lone assist on the play. Glover's 24th of the season in front of 11 members of his family that are in attendance tonight. 3:03 the time of the goal to tie this game up at 2.
And Glover, Jody, coming in at Christmas, and he's 11th in scoring First in power play goals, first in the SPHL with plus-minus shooting percentage, 23 on 103 shots. Unbelievable.
What a year he's had.
Yeah.
Missed 2 months of the season and still leading positions in the SPHL. That puck is deflected out of play. 16:02 to go. We'll have a face-off in the Pensacola zone.
Well, and just since he's got so much fair, let's just finish the run, Jody. Fourth in total goals with 23. Second in shooting percentage, 23 shots. 23 goals on 103 shots.
Now 24 on 105 shots.
That's what I'm saying. So that's going to go up to about 24 and change percent. But holy cow, 1 in 4, Jody, shots are going in.
Off the draw, played. Loose puck along the boards. Cooper Jones lifts one off the glass. Kept alive by Birmingham for the moment. Pensacola clears. Bull brings it in. He gets past Walker, cuts in. That one altered by Joseph, goes high and wide. Birmingham fortunate there. Now it's played by Bersini. He'll send one in deep nicely to Soretsky. Centers one in front, cleared by the defense. There's a shot taken by Bersini. A really good shot along the boards and a great idea. That gave Prop a little bit of trouble, but to his credit, he stopped it and kept it out.
That's that sweet spot I was talking about. Warm-up, Jody. Low left, just above the pad, right down to his blocker. Prop didn't get his blocker on that. That hit the shaft of his stick and came in, careened off his pants, and got gobbled up there in his equipment. So I like that shot by Bersini. Really good look there from the youngster coming in his first pro game.
Off the draw, played by Birmingham. Glover had it poked away from him. Pensacola will try and clear. They can't. Kept alive by Matt Wood. Centers the pass. Nice play by Master Geely to block that pass. Birmingham has the puck in the near corner. Now Muggins going on in front of the net. There's a shot knocked down in front. Birmingham had a player there. He got a slash. He's gonna go. Master Geely, walk away, Matt Wood. Walk away. He's gonna send both of them.
Come on, Jody.
Hey, I said walk away. Skate away.
He didn't do anything. He did skate away.
Now Glover's questioning the call. This is, again, Greg, I'm going to just defer to you.
Well,
but I don't understand why Matt Wood's going to the penalty box. I'll just leave it at that.
You know what, Jody? None of that happens if the initial cross-check.
And I don't think Pensacola's going to get a penalty out of this, Greg.
You got to be kidding me.
Is he going to call it for embellishing?
And unless he gives him a double minor, he throws him out of the game. Maybe that's why he's not going to the box.
I don't think Pensacola's going to get a penalty out of this.
You got to be kidding me.
And he took a cross-check and a slash. Told you, embellishing. I told you.
Give me a break.
Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, Greg.
Is that embellishing?
Yeah, he did. He did.
What?
He went down and he didn't get hit. That's called diving.
You don't think he got hit on that?
I think he got cross-checked in the crease, but when he went down over here, he didn't. Now the referee's coming to the penalty or to the Birmingham bench.
Right.
Incensed is Craig Simchuk. The cross-check was missed in front of the net.
Yeah.
That's the call.
That was the initial one. Then he got cross-checked again.
Nonetheless, Pensacola goes on the power play. They're fourth of the night. They're 1 for 3 coming into this. And once again, Birmingham in the third period of a huge tied hockey game is faced with a penalty kill. Master and Geely with it for Bronte. Ross back to Master and Geely. Lays it over for Bull. Shane Bull sends one in front. A nice diving play defensively by Birmingham to chip it out. Guess who? Kip Ledzianko. Master and Geely has to come back behind his own net. Still holds on to the puck. He'll drop it back for Bull. Gives it up for German with a head of steam. Gets past Soretsky, slides one over. Bronte was there off of his stick. Birmingham can't clear. Finally, they get the loose puck, and they'll send it down. Quick line changes, penalty kill units for the Bulls. 15, 20 seconds each. We're down to 1:10 to go. A power play tie for Pensacola. 14-15 to go here in the third period of play in a 2-2 hockey game. Rhodes gives it up to Poulias, has Suki with him. Sends it into the corner. Tracy gets there first. Gets it back for Soretsky. Pinching in is Sam Rhodes. Gets it back to Jones. Cooper Jones with it. Gives it up for Suki. Back to Jones. Far side Rhodes. Jones with it. One-timer. Goes wide of the net. Rhodes keeps it alive for Jones. Gets it back to Rhodes. Nice pass over Pulias. Back to Suki. Takes the shot. Looking for a deflection. Loose puck in front. Cleared to the boards by the Bulls. And out into center ice. 25 seconds of power play time remaining. Pulias with it. Far face-off circle. He loses the puck. Birmingham backhands one out down the ice. They're going to catch up with it first. Nobody back to help out, though. I believe that's C.J. Walker. He'll cut around looking for a wraparound. He cuts the far side, centers a pass off the stick of Sadovsky. Birmingham still with possession, though. They'll kill the penalty and are back at full and even strength as Matt Wood exits the penalty box. Danny Waite with the puck, watched by Ethan Price. He'll circle back in his own zone. Near side for Scott. Center ice pass. Sinclair had it taken away, but gets it right back. Down on the play goes Waite. Loose puck behind the goal line. Played by Aromaterio. Taken away in front. There was Wood. Couldn't get the shot off on a nice feed from Waite, who catches up with the puck in the far boards. Loose puck. Still loose. Kick free by Pensacola. 3-on-2 the other way.
Good stick.
Nice play. Birmingham keeps the puck out. I believe that was Glover over there that took the man out. Again, I'm sorry. I can't tell with these numbers, but it was a good defensive play. Now Taylor Joseph going after Tallman, well out of his net. Taylor Joseph in front of the Bulls bench. Now here goes.
Yep.
Loudon Pellinger giving the business to, is that Gronick? Sadovsky. Cooler heads will prevail, but what incensed Taylor Joseph, Greg?
That is Pensacola's MO, Jody. The initial guy's not going to get the call. And you hear it all the time about don't retaliate because that's what the ref sees. And there it was again. So you're going to call embellishment. But how about the initial stuff that instigates all this?
He's kicking somebody out of the game. And I believe it's going to be, I don't know. Well, but he signaled somebody's out for Pensacola, I believe.
You hear the fans, Jody. And I'm telling you.
Maybe it's a bull. Greg, I don't know what's happening at this point.
The roof's about to come off this place. The fans are all up out of their seats. Holy cow. Now there's
6 players on the ice for Pensacola, by the way. Now one will come off.
Well, there's 6 for the Bulls.
One comes off. I don't know. I don't have a clue what just happened.
And no call.
He absolutely, the referee signaled for somebody to go.
Yep.
And he's still holding play. I don't know exactly what's going on. Let's just get back to hockey.
Yep.
Shane Bull and Parker Zaretsky on the draw.
12:31 to go here in the third period. 2-2 score. Shots 39-30 in favor of the Bulls.
Off the draw, loose puck along the boards. Chipped out by Pensacola to center ice. Suki is there. Bross picks the loose puck up, takes a shot. Just got a piece of it with Taylor Joseph, and he deflects it into the netting, out of play with 12:19 to go.
He does that so well, Jody. Comes in, just keeps his blocker in tight to his body, throws his shoulder over there, deflects it up out of play. Great job by Joseph. But do you see Pensacola coming in where they're looking to put the puck? Joseph out of his crease. Good job cutting down the angle. No problem there.
Off the draw, losing that face-off circle, picked up by Shane Bull. He'll throw it into the far corner. Dapprich is there. Slides it near side into the corner, along the boards. Played up, but not out. Bull keeps it alive, takes a shot. Nice job by Joseph through traffic. Found that puck and sticked it aside, Birmingham. Now with the puck through center ice. Tried to backhand one in. Aromaterio has it. He'll slide it over far side back to Nick Aromaterio. No offside. Shane Bull's kicked it in and no icing. Gagnon has it behind his own net. He'll step out near side. Through center ice. Off the stick of Matt Wood. Right back out by Pellinger. And Cooper Jones picks it, looks puck up. Feeds it ahead for Bernie. Coming in all alone. Save made by Joseph. Rebound again. Stopped by Joseph. 2 shots. Bernie angry that he wasn't called for a Birmingham penalty wasn't called, but what a sequence of events for Taylor Joseph, stopping not only a breakaway, but the following rebound as well.
Well, and that's something, Joseph. In the neutral zone, Dapprich better treat Joseph to a steak dinner after that one, because he had full control of the puck over the red line. And hate 3-foot passes, Jody. Pensacola intercepted it off Dapprich, came down, 1 save Joseph, 2 saves Joseph, and holy cow.
Unbelievable.
It's the Cujo show.
Face off in the Bull zone, though. Picked up by Birmingham, slid behind the net. Youngworth has it. He gets it ahead to Drake Glover. Brings it into the Pensacola zone, surveys the situation, throws it in front, looking for Sinclair, I believe that is, but it was gloved down by Prop, and he'll squeeze it for a face-off. If it's not Sinclair, I apologize, but that's who it looks like.
Right. I think the Bulls have caught on to Prop, Jody, and how he comes out and challenges a shooter. Everything they're doing, they're going cross crease now, which is exactly what you want to do, because as a goaltender, very hard to move 2 directions at the same time, because you have to stop and push back the other way, and by that time, puck's in the net.
Sinclair and Bernie on the draw in the Pensacola zone. Birmingham finally controls an offensive zone draw. Youngworth. Glover stick breaks. Manages to get the puck in deep, though. He gets his new stick. Sinclair goes after it into the far corner. Matt Wood comes out with it. Gets it back at the point. Near side, Youngworth. Slides one. Tried a shot. It blocked by Poulias. Birmingham regains possession.
No.
They're going to rule icing on the play.
Fair enough. Bounced over his stick. Is what it is.
10:57 on the clock. Tense. Very tense environment here. But this is what hockey fans love.
Well, this is what you were talking about, Jody, where you're like, does everybody get how important this
20 minutes is?
Yeah, like now you're feeling it a little bit. Good, because it wasn't there in the first.
Sinclair and Price on the draw this time in the Birmingham zone, though. Sinclair won the last one. Kenny going to defense the draw. No one really controls. Kick by Sinclair to his defense, and Birmingham has it. This one's going to be another icing. Romaterio goes back to touch up. We'll do it again. Jack Suki is a player that has done well for Pensacola. They acquired him.
Yeah, just they picked
in a
him
trade
up
from
in a
Peoria.
Trade. He's had 5 points in 5 games.
Yep. He's
for
been
Pensacola
really well.
Coming in.
He didn't do a lot for Peoria, but
Great.
he has managed to make a difference for Pensacola. Off the draw control, Suki has it. Back at the point, Mastrangeli's shot never made it through. Loose puck, though, right through that face-off circle. Sinclair takes it away. McGregor banks one off the boards, but not out. Suki has it. Top of the face-off dot, down low. His pass is intercepted again. We can't clear the puck. Played into the near corner. We'll try it again. Finally, back to center ice and into the Pensacola zone. Romatario quickly ahead for Suki. Drops it back. Mastrangeli has it. Kipledzianko almost poked it away. Played into the corner now. Centers a pass. Look out. Suki's shot blocked by Scahill, and it goes out of play. And we'll have a face-off with just over 10 minutes to go here in this third period of play. Score tied at 2.
Dangerous, Jody. How the Bulls are playing this in their defensive zone.
Yep.
As soon as they think they're getting possession of the puck, guys like Wood, they're gone. They're almost out to the far blue line, and that's a high risk, high reward. But
now, Pensacola puts the puck deep in their own zone. Shane Bull will pick it up, chips it ahead to German. Bronte streaking near side. German backhands one in deep. Tracy is there first for Birmingham, loses it. Now it's loose in the Bull zone. German tips it. Birmingham clears it out. Kipledzianko takes the puck away. Nowhere to go. Cuts around in front. Stick breaks.
Stick in half.
Oh, my goodness. What a play. I thought it was in. He raised his stick like he scored, but he did. Holy cow, what tense atmosphere this is. Played by Birmingham in their own zone. Tracy has it. What a play by Kipledzianko. Tipped in by Sereski. And smartly, Prop just decides, I don't like the way things are going, and he covers it up, and we'll have our second media timeout of the period. with 9:25 to go in a tie hockey game.
Great play by Ledzianko there, Jody. But what you saw, you still see the ramifications of what happened. But driving to the back door, and couldn't read who it was, but it doesn't matter. But look at his stick. His stick got chopped in half by the defender going to the net, looking for that pass from Ledzianko. Here's what it is. Give me number 1. There it is. Whataburger. Let's go.
Greg, you're funny tonight. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Wayne's World on ice, Jody. It's what we're all about. We're going to go out. We're going to go out with a bang and have some fun. You know that.
You know what? You're right. You know, for the last 4.5, 5 years, we lived and died with this franchise. You and I have.
Yep.
And made trips in the finals, come back disappointed. Won the regular season championship, losing the first round. It's just been so many ups and downs. I can't imagine the emotion of a championship team for the Birmingham Bulls would do to me.
Oh, my gosh.
And the rest of these fans here. Emotional is not the word for it. Off the draw, played by Pensacola. Cooper Jones chips it ahead. Taken by Bross. His pass intercepted. Put right back into the Ice Flyers zone. Pellinger curls away from Walker. Holds on to the puck. Loudon Pellinger gets it ahead. Played by Stock. Behind the net. Look out. Puck comes right out in front. Picked up by Birmingham. Cross-ice pass almost intercepted by Stock. Gets to Brasini. Brasini takes the shot, going high, just off the shoulder. Birmingham can't keep it in. Sent right back out off the shot by Daprich. Daprich gets it to Soretsky, who backhands in. Line change for the Bulls. Going hard after the puck is Matt Wood. Stepping out is Pellinger. He sends it ahead for Bross. Bross right in on Joseph. Stick to side on a bouncing puck and a hard shot at that. Now it's loose along the far board. Sinclair is there. It comes to Pensacola. Birmingham takes the puck away. 3 men back for Pensacola. Nowhere to go. Wood goes down on the play. Loose. Bross backhands one into the Bull zone. Again, out of his net. Joseph lets that one go. Normally, he plays that puck. On the far boards. Near side pass. Connects with Gronick. Or Gagnon, that is. Gagnon with it. 2 men on him. Hammered him into the boards as Mastrangeli takes the puck away. Mastrangeli ahead to Poulias. Gagnon back defensively. Can't get past Jordan. He rides him into the board. Loose puck picked up by Jordan Gagnon. Along the boards, right back to Gagnon. He'll play it behind his net. Look out. Near side back to Gagnon. Dangerous pass through the slot, but it connects with Glover, who lifts one in. Danny Waite goes in after it along with Romatario. Played by Jones. Poulias takes a big hit. Costs the puck up. Tracy with the hit. Prop plays it behind the net. Look out. It's still loose behind the net. He tried to pin it there. Birmingham's forecheckers almost took the puck away with an open net. Tracy takes it and fires it into the far corner. Romatario picks up there first and chips it back to center ice. Colin Tracy right back in. Whips one off the boards. Comes out in front. Danny Waite has it. Save made. Rebound loose. Still loose underneath now. A prop. And he'll hold it with Kep Ledzianko right on top of him. Nice idea by Colin Tracy. If you remember, he didn't shoot it at the puck. Right. He intentionally shot it off a portion of the boards that made its way through the slot far side, creating a scoring chance.
100%. Look for unconventional, Jody, because right now I'm telling you, these puck bounces, they are bouncing in the Bulls' favor. Ride that wave, keep the momentum going, and I'm telling you, prop right there, he's shaking up a little bit there, Jody, because I think he just made a cup save.
Face off to his left. Ethan Price, Parker Soretsky. Puck is dropped, won by the Bulls, but they didn't get the puck. Tracy keeps it alive. Behind the net, it'll come into the near corner. Soretsky is there. Behind the net for Gronick. In front, that was Walker. He centered a pass intercepted by Suki. Ahead for Price. Nice defensive play by the Bulls to chip it back out. Brasini is there. Some late ice time for Brasini, the newcomer. First game as a Birmingham Bull, picks up his first point.
Yep.
This one's going to be an icing call on the Bulls. 6:29 to go here in the third. Both these teams do not want to make that critical mistake.
No.
Yet Birmingham behind Pensacola in the standings, doing whatever it takes to get this win out. Pensacola 60 points, Birmingham 56.
That's not much of a difference there, Jody, compared to what it was back in November.
We were in last place then.
I'm just saying.
Not anymore. Aromaterio plays it behind the net, looking for Price. Still loose. Sticks get up there. Shackle takes a hit. Comes right back to Porter Shackle. He holds on to the puck, centers one out in front off the skates, and Birmingham clears it. Skating away. That's Brasini. Far side of Aromaterio, and Brasini going to the boards. Birmingham's Walker comes out, plays it back to his defense. Scott calling for the puck. There's a shot sticked aside easily by Prop, picked up by Suki, and he'll get it to center ice. Doug Scott has it. Slides it over. Played off the stick of Pensacola in. Cooper Jones has it. He tries a long pass.
Go.
Look out. German is there. Gets past Scahill. They're going to call offside on the play.
Yep.
They'll say German was in the Bull zone before he accepted the pass. So we're down to 5:39 to go.
Well, German had the right idea there, Jody, but he just waited. That puck bounced around off different people, but he just took a step ahead too early and put himself offside before the puck crossed the blue line of the Bulls.
They're trying to catch the Bulls' defense
Yeah, they
sleeping
are.
and slow-footed. They've had that long headbanding pass up several times lately. Face off just outside the Bulls' blue line. Controlled by Pensacola. Mastrangeli sends it in. It'll be stopped by Taylor Joseph. Played around the far wall. Wood has it. Nice pass over just out of the reach. Oh my goodness,
gosh.
that was Glover. Is it Glover? Sinclair, and he took the corner boards hard. He's coming back to the bench. That's not good, folks. Pellinger takes a shot deflected into the stands and out of play. McGregor Sinclair was going full steam ahead. Now we have some pushing and shoving in the corner down there in the Bull zone. They'll skate away, I think. But McGregor Sinclair took the corner boards very, very, very hard midsection.
Well, the good news is there, Jody, that you can see those boards have been modified, that now it's actually curved.
Yeah, it's rounded.
But Sinclair took it full force.
I saw the look on his face when he took it, and that was a grimace.
That was like a Bugs Bunny cartoon when somebody gets splatted against a window and then they just kind of
reminded me of playing
down.
baseball when a pitcher hits you right in the soft spot or elbow, whatever you want to call it, funny bone, that grimace face you make, that's what he did. Off the draw, there's a shot taken by Bronte, well high and wide. Kip Ledzianko sends it out. Bronte will send it right back in. Played by Joseph.
Go.
Around the boards, near side. Centers a pass for Bull. Bull shot deflected, taken away by Olenek, and he'll drop it down low. Birmingham again having trouble and issues in their own zone. Gets it ahead to Danny Waite. For Kip, return to Waite. He'll bring it into Pensacola zone. Can't get past three defenders, though. And it's sent out by Stock. Ahead to Bronte. Through the slot. Backhands a shot in. Send it to the near board. Stock will play it, trying to get it to Bull. Tied up against the boards. Kip Ledzianko finds it. Birmingham will clear. Kip skating through center ice. Nice pass over for Waite. Off the boards, looking for Kip. Comes out just over the stick of Tracy. Brasini's a shot. That one hit Stock. There's another shot saved or went wide. Puck bounced out in front. Cleared now by Pensacola. Now it's loose.
Hook.
Prop plays it himself to Jones. Cooper Jones skates away. That was an odd-looking set of circumstances there in the Pensacola zone. Whips one around far side. Sadowski is there for Birmingham. Played by Walker around the near boards. We're under 4 minutes to go. Brasini. Nice pass up to Walker. Has Soretsky with him. Walker brings it in. Has Brasini streaking in front. Brasini, a shot save made. Prop saw him coming out of the side of his eye. Slid over to close the post. Now it's picked up along the boards. Birmingham trying to keep it alive. That's Walker along with Soretsky, who comes out with the puck. Parker. Nice job to just use his strength to do that. In front save made off the stick of Soretsky. Picked up now by Bross. Bross gets it ahead to Kurapov. Look out. Tracy takes him down. That could have been an easy holding call right there, Greg. The refs let him play. Back behind the net. Played by Aromaterio. Ahead for Rhodes. Rhodes for Poulias. Brings it in the Bull zone. 4 men back for the Bulls. Centers a pass for Aromaterio. Takes a shot. Save made by Joseph. Got that right arm on it and didn't let it hit the ice. 2:56 to go. Last media timeout of the period. 2-2 hockey game.
Little bit of reckless abandon going on out there,
Yeah,
Jody.
I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought both teams might play a little close to the vest here, but
Nope.
there's both teams still going after this.
Oh, yeah, they just got their foot on the gas.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's taking it off here for the next 2 minutes and 56 seconds either. You can see it. Loose pucks down there in the corner. Both teams are sending everybody they got who's in the area, getting down there, battling on the wall, trying to pull it out. And that just creates an environment that it's just choppy because there's so many bodies where the puck is. They're hitting them, they're bouncing off, and that's going to create an opportunity somewhere. The Bulls have had a couple chances, just couldn't convert down low looking at the cross crease stuff. But I think that the Bulls have definitely had the momentum here in the last 15 minutes, Jody.
Peoria has defeated Knoxville 3-0, so that helps out the Birmingham Bulls. Roanoke and Huntsville in the third period are tied at 3 in Huntsville. But right now, I don't care. We have a face-off in the Bull zone with 2:56 to go in a 2-2 hockey game. Glover, good to see Sinclair back on the ice for Birmingham. Sinclair will be on the draw for the Bulls. Tyler Burney for Pensacola. No one really controls. Tip back behind the net. Birmingham picks the loose puck up. Bull was streaking, couldn't get in the puck. That was Wood. Intercepted by Aromaterio. Stick save made by Joseph as he slid one in hard into the netting. So we'll do it again.
You see what I mean on that play there, Jody? I'm not a fan of that 3 minutes in a 2-2 hockey game. You know what I mean? You have to take care of the defensive zone first.
Yeah, you're right. 17-9 shots on goal here in this third period. Birmingham out shooting Pensacola 47-35 in a wide open hockey game that we've had here tonight in Pelham. Off the draw, played by the Bulls. Scahill sends it behind his own net. Puck lifted into center ice, knocked down by Pellinger. Sinclair takes it away from him, gives it to Matt Wood. Wood can't. He does get past Master and Jelly. Looks for a place to go. Centers one out in front. Olenek is there. Behind the net, he'll bank it off the boards for his defense. Near side, Doug Scott sends one off his man in front. That was Sinclair. And it's down into the Bulls' end of the ice. Scott retreats to pick it up. Icing is called on Pensacola.
Now you talk about the importance of these face-offs, Jody, and you're right. In the first 2 periods, Pensacola, they must have won 85% of the draws. I mean, it was just crazy. But in the third period, the Bulls have been figuring it out, and Sinclair especially has been doing really well on the draws, and we'll see how Waite does here.
Waite and Burney on the draw. Puck is dropped, controlled by Pensacola. Pellinger off the glass, center ice, picked up by Poulias. He has Rhodes with him. Poulias takes a shot. That one handcuffed Joseph a little bit, Greg. He got his right arm up, and the puck dropped down to the ice, and he popped on it, but still, that looked like it fooled him a little bit.
Poulias gave him the look off, Jody. He gave him the, I'm just going to ease over to the side wall here and go down low and look for somebody out in the slot. And just when you started believing that's what he was selling, he ripped a wrister that had eyes. Good save by Joseph.
Off the draw, Suki's shot goes off of traffic in front along the far boards. He'll keep it in. Gives it up to Price. That pass for Romaterio tipped away by Olenek. Back into the Pensacola zone. Romaterio off the stick of Suki. It goes in behind Joseph. Look out, he left it for his defense, and I don't think he thought he was going to do that. Birmingham does clear the puck, though. Now Jones has it for Pensacola. Ahead to Price. We're under 2 minutes to go. On the far boards. Price will kick it back to Aromaterio. Slowly through center ice. Couldn't get it past Birmingham. Right back in. It's sent. Brasini doing a good job. Pensacola has the puck, though. Now Soretsky tips it away, gets it to Walker. Down low to Parker Soretsky. Has Brasini in front of the net. Loose puck in the corner. Birmingham has it now at the blue line, near side Tracy. Nowhere to go, he whips one in behind the net. Shackle has it. Under a minute to go here in this third period. Birmingham's Brasini sends it right back in. Played along the board, Soretsky has it taken by Cooper Jones, who skates away. Jones brings it into the Bulls' blue line. They were changing lines. He'll wait for some help. Slides it along the boards. German had it. Played, no, look out, German is there. Pensacola had a shot at that one. They just couldn't control the puck low. Played out by Birmingham. Matt Wood has it. 30 seconds to go. Nobody with him, so he sends it in deep. Mastrangeli has it. Ahead for Bronte, taken back by Birmingham. Scott with a shot from outside the blue line. Save made by Prop. Mastrangeli behind his own net will play it. Gets it ahead to Pellinger. Ahead through center ice for Bronte. Gets past Scott. Going in after his German. Scott catches up with it first. Played around the boards and out.
Oh.
Pellinger goes down on the play but blocks it. 2 seconds, 1. That'll do it for regulation, Greg. And at the very least, we know Birmingham will get at least 1 point. Now, I will say this. Overtime this year, the 5-minute overtime has been all Birmingham Bulls, winning 9 out of 10 opportunities in overtime. Okay, 9 times, we're 9-1 in overtime. However, in shootouts, it's not the same thing. We're 1-6.
I was going to say 0-9 in shootout.
9-1
Yep.
in games decided in overtime.
I'm telling you.
1-6 when they're decided in a shootout. So, moral of the story for Birmingham at least, win this game in the next 5 minutes. 3-on-3 hockey, you should.
And that's been the claim to fame of the Bulls all year, Jody. What we lose in the size department, we make up for in speed and open ice and things like that. The Bulls are very creative with the guys that they have, and I think that's where that success in the 3-on-3 comes in the overtime. So, we were sitting here last Saturday night. Same thing.
Pensacola now in overtime, not so well. 1 win and 7 chances. They're 1-6 in games decided in the extra 5 minutes. But in shootouts, they're 5-1.
I believe that.
Kipledzianko out for Birmingham along with Sinclair and Youngworth. Shane Bull, Andrew Poulias, Cooper Jones for Pensacola. Remember the rule, you don't bring the puck back in across your own blue line.
I'd like to see a nice Pensacola hinge pass, Jody.
All right, folks, here we go. Birmingham fought back from a 2-0 deficit to tie this game at 2, and now we go to overtime. Puck picked up by Pensacola. Cooper Jones has it. Set the puck behind his own net. They'll try and maintain possession. Cooper Jones gets the skates going. Youngworth back. Jones in the Bull zone. Cuts through the slot, drops it off. Bull has it. Taken away by Birmingham. Sinclair, if we hurry, 2-on-1. Come on. Sinclair slides it over. Gets it back for Youngworth. Save made by Prop. Played back at the blue line. Youngworth had it bounce over his stick, but Birmingham has possession and changing lines. Drake Glover out. Sinclair as well. Back into Pensacola zone. A slap shot just wide. Puck escapes the zone all the way out. Not a bad idea. Youngworth with it. Ahead, Glover tips it to Youngworth. Has Wood with him. They'll give it to Matt Wood. Glover takes a shot. Save made. Played by Prop. Loose in front. There's a shot. Save again by Prop. Still loose. Now picked up by Pensacola. Birmingham takes the puck away in front. Matt Wood. His shot just goes wide.
Get out of there.
He had it trickle off his stick. He had an open net to shoot out on the backhand.
He was leaking, Jody. Holy cow, what a shift by Wood, and what an effort by Glover out there to make that one happen. Unbelievable.
Curapop plays it up for Bernie, over and back.
There it is.
Bernie had the puck at center ice, brought it right back in his zone, so a face-off will come back in the Pensacola zone. But again, you got to win the face-off, Greg, to make them pay for that.
Right, no change. No change there either on the over
Kiripov
and
has
back.
to come back out.
He does.
And he is. 3:35 remaining in overtime. Danny Waite will be on the draw for Birmingham. Tyler Burney, who's done very well on the draw for Pensacola, to the right of Christian Prop. 3:35 remaining in overtime, 2-2 the score. Walker picks the loose puck up for Birmingham, gets it back for Scott. Our face-off circle, takes a shot, smothered up by Prop. We'll have a face-off again. Bernie takes Scott into the boards, having the conversation with him.
Yeah, did somebody not tell Bernie it's 3-on-3 in overtime? I mean, there's no, this isn't the time you want to try and get something going.
Suki, he's out with Romaterio. Zach Bross, who will be on the draw for Pensacola. Wait for Birmingham, wins it. Scott has it. Walker, that is. Curls away from everyone. Sets it up far side, now through the slot. Played back to Waite. Waite almost lost it, tried to get it to Scott. Pensacola takes the puck away. Suki will drop it back for Romaterio. Behind his own net. Bross will take the puck off his stick and skate away. Zach Bross, that's Suki through center ice. Brings it in, takes the shot, blocked by the Bulls defense. Played into the near corner. Pensacola picks the loose puck up, back to Romaterio. Slides one over near side for Bross. Cuts through the slot. It's watched by Scott. Bross still maintains possession. Cut behind the Bulls net. Thought about going out in front. Still with the puck. Circles around.
That's
screen run by Romaterio. He scores. How is that not interference?
That's a pick. You can't do that.
Pensacola gets the goal on a missed call. That's all there is to it. He set a pick.
Intentional. He set a pick.
Scott is arguing about this. The referee's not going to listen. Now Joseph has some words for Pensacola. Referee comes over and I'm sorry, but that's a missed call.
Yep.
That's a missed call that cost the Birmingham Bulls 1 point. Now discussions at the bench. Craig Simchuk been
right.
He is all over Dan Lulianello, and I don't blame him a bit for this. That's just a horribly missed call.
And by missing that call, Jody, I wouldn't be surprised if we just have a full board team-on-team brawl right here.
Now Simchuk is having words with the Pensacola players. Birmingham's players getting in between Simchuk and the Ice Flyers. I don't blame Craig Simchuk an ounce for that.
I saw it coming a mile away,
Well, we was right in front of us. We saw that it was an
break.
actual hit. It's interference.
Yes.
It's a textbook definition of interference.
It was man-on-man. Scott was with his man, and he was interfered with by a guy without the puck to set that guy free who scored the final goal. And I think Joseph didn't even move on it because he was like, that's got to be a call. It's interference.
I'm not sure what to say, but the game's over. Pensacola picks up 2 points. Birmingham picks up 1, so all is not lost. But that's a game that should not have ended the way it did, Greg. It just should not have ended that way.
Whatever. We just need to get off the air before we get in trouble because we can't say nothing about what we think anyway.
It's just a missed call. Okay, you're right. It's time for me to sign off because I'm definitely
We'll be back
pretty
tomorrow
close.
night.
Tomorrow night, if you're not down here, you're going to miss a great hockey game. I assure you that Birmingham will come out with fire in their belly tomorrow night. And this will be a fun place to be. Final score from the Pelham Civic Complex, Pensacola 3, Birmingham 2 in overtime. Thanks for joining us, everyone.